I think you can hear me now. I think we're just about ready to go live. Let me just get the chat sorted. So I hope everyone's doing well. We're back with another survival horror create stream. We're getting quite close to the end of the level layouts, which is quite good. We are in the process of creating the underground lab. Quite stereotypical, I know, but it works, and it works very well. So we had a few new ideas for a couple of other areas where we're going to make, and you know, we had some other areas like, you know, the locker room, the armory, like a gun testing room, all these kind of things. But I think today I want to try and make another lab. I want to make the botanical lab. Let's get something colourful today. Lots of plants and vines and creepy stuff. I think that'll be quite good. And then tomorrow we'll probably do the aquatic lab. So if we can find a zombie shark or something like that, we could add that for tomorrow as well. And we'll leave all the more mundane areas like the armory, the locker room for another day. We'll try and make these ones a bit more colourful, but aside from that, we're getting very close to finishing all the level design, and if we don't finish it by this week, I'm going to start doing extra survival horror streams on Monday, because I feel like we need to make a little bit more progress on the project, just because I feel a bit paranoid, you know, just in case I don't actually finish in time, let's just say. So we'll do more of that on Monday as well, and we'll do the transfer the play streams to Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. We're making more progress on the project, and we'll still have the play streams. Hello, small human, welcome back. Hope you're doing pretty well. As soon as I turned on my phone, I instantly got the notification. Great timing, yeah. It's like you just knew, you could sense something was about to happen. Hey Isaac, nice to see you again. Hello Alva Werewolf, hey. Currently downloading Jazzpunk on my PC. Don't know if you got my Discord message, but it's 75% off on Steam for the next 46 hours. I just left Discord, so if you sent it to me within like the last 15-20 minutes, then I probably didn't read it because I was setting up the stream. So we'll create for, like, let's say I think, keep me updated, right? The Sony stream starts in an hour, doesn't it? Roughly an hour, 7 minutes. Just let me know in case I forget, because I'll be like so focused and concentrated on this that I might actually forget to pull up the stream of the event. So if you think it's going to start, just remind me, and I'll get it on my laptop screen here. Hey, that one gamer, welcome back. Nice to see you again. Ark and Samurai Showdown are free on the Epic Games launcher. Oh, nice. Sadly, I can't really play that many PC games unless they're very low, have very low requirements, because my laptop is decent, but it's not like modern gaming decent. Like, it's good for rendering and stuff, but that's about it. So that's definitely one of the things that I want to do when we get the better PC for streaming PC. Maybe it can also play games as well, which will be nice, because our next project after Subject, it's going to be a first person horror game, and it's very inspired by games like Condemned, Fear, things like that, and I do have them on Steam, so I would love to stream those next year, maybe. If I can get that streaming PC, we'll see what happens, so let's just tear apart this scene. By the way, I figured out how remixing works when you save a remix. I don't know if you remember, but when we did Super Alien Buddy. We published it, and then it was asking for like me to update one of the scenes to an older version, and I got really confused. I didn't understand why. I now know why it happens. It's basically because say we worked on this scene, right? So we saved this scene locally, and then let's say I did a remix of this scene, right? And I create another environment. If I go back to this scene and I update it even more, so let's say I added more walls or whatever, right? And then I saved this again locally. So bear with me. So after I've saved this locally for a second time, I upload this online onto the server. And then when I go to upload the other scene, the scene that I remixed, it'll ask me, if you want to upload this online, you also need to upload the old version of this scene. So basically, the scene that you had when you clicked remix, you need to upload that online on top of your updated version of that scene at the same time. So if I this isn't finished, this scene, right? This is quite basic. So if I save this, and then I saved the remix of the other scene, and then it asked me to upload this scene again, this particular scene, it would overwrite my updated version of this scene. So then I would have to go into this scene, go back a few versions, find the real updated version, and then save that again to make sure that is the current version. So it seems really confusing, but once you see how it works, it's not so bad. But yeah, I think I kind of solved the whole remix thing. I still don't think, I've not really had any real problems with remixing yet. I still feel like we're okay to remix, but just in case you ever get that, when you want to upload your dream or save your scene privately, if it asks you to upload an older version of a scene, it's just because that was the particular moment in time when you clicked remix. So don't be afraid to update it, because you can go to the scene and there will be like a long list of versions that you can choose from, so long as you save the updated version, obviously. Because if you delete the local version, it's gone for good. You need to make sure you always have your latest version saved online. Just make sure you check the wee icons. You and I have the same problem. I know, it's never good having problems, is it? Oh, this is your creation. Yeah, this is the part of the survival horror game. This is it was like a testing area. This is where they test John, Jerry, Steve. They give him a little bit of a workout, let's just say. Let's get rid of our beautiful floor here, right? So I'm going to try and make a botanical kind of lab. Lots of plants, and we'll see how it goes. So obviously we don't need this stuff right now. The only reason why I did remix things was because I was too lazy to like come back into the scene and then import all the things we need again. Like say I had a scene, like say you're making a forest, you've got the tree, you've got the grass, the rocks, the soil, anything else you need. You don't want to have to take all that stuff back out again, you know. You want to just be able to instantly have it again, so it makes sense to remix because you have it again, right? Right, let me see. I think we've got everything here we need. So I'll just start building the wee garden in here. I don't really know exactly what the level layout is going to be for the garden, so I think there's another floor hidden behind here. Yep, there is. So we'll just look for some assets first. as we always do, and we'll just play around and see what we come up with. There actually is a botanical garden lab inside Resident Evil 2, if anyone's played the remake or the original. It's basically like you've got these plants all the way around, and there's like these platforms, these metal platforms that you can use to run around and access the different points. Obviously I don't want to copy the level design in that game, so I'll just go with the flow and see if I can come up with anything unique. Hey Red Stool, welcome back! Hey LB, I'm here. Something about the PS5, I know nothing of it. You know nothing about the PS5 reveal? It's coming today. I don't know if they're going to show off the console, but they're definitely going to show off some of the games. So I'm not going to show the PS5 thing on screen, because I can't, since I'm streaming from a PS4. Basically I'm going to make some of the scene, and then once the PS5 event starts, I'm just going to have my reaction basically to everything that happens. So if you guys are watching the show, we can kind of watch it together. I got to go. Bye everyone. Yeah, no problem, that one gamer. We'll see you next time. When it comes to dream maps, save versions and remixing scenes, I don't have issues with it. All simple to me, but maybe I'm keeping it simple. I think it is simple. I think it's just like, it's a bit awkward the way it kind of works sometimes, because I really just wanted to do a save as. So I wanted a copy of this scene as a save as version, but when you upload that version, it connects to all the other scenes that you remixed. So say I was to remix this scene here and I didn't upload any of my scenes, all of the scenes and subject are remixes, so it's like this big chain. So it's like if you want to upload the botanical lab, you must upload all of these other scenes, and all these other scenes are basically all the way back to the start of the project. So I had to upload everything, absolutely everything. So that's like the only bad thing, is that it connects all the scenes together, you know. And maybe you don't want a particular scene anymore, but because it's a remix, you have no choice. You have to upload it. Same with deleting. If I want to delete this garden scene, I would have to delete everything as well. You can't keep everything together, you know. If one thing's missing, that's pretty much it. So let me see if I can find. There was a lab plant, wasn't there, that we were using? Let me see. Right, so clearly it wasn't labelled lab plant. Let's see, so if we had our lab assets, let's see what comes up. So Delirium, he obviously makes all the best lab assets. He mentioned that he was going to make some more in the future, since they were so popular, which is very encouraging to hear. So he had I'm sure he had a plant asset somewhere. I might need to go onto his profile to find it. Sometimes it's an absolute mess trying to find things. I think I'm not going to do it now because I think we're too far into development of subject. But I think when we start our next big project, I'm going to create a collection, and I'm just going to keep everything. So like if we find a good, something simple like a good table, for example, because when you search table, there's a million different tables. So I'm just going to create like a collection of, okay, useful tables, useful chairs, you know, basic things that are harder to find. That way I can just go into the collection and just select things. I don't need to keep searching all the time, because you know, we waste our time looking for the same asset sometimes. So that's what I'll do in the future. You know, you kind of learn as you go along. I wouldn't say we made a mistake, but there's definitely ways to optimize our workflow. Let me see. Sometimes it's hard to see, but I prefer this view, because if you go back into the larger view, the assets, they kind of stick, whereas here you can smoothly move through them all. Right, there we go. A sample tank it's called. Does he have more? Let's put in sample. Nah, he has one. I think he's going to make more in the future, maybe. Excuse me. I feel like he should rename this like sample plant tank. That way it's a bit more searchable. Alright, so that's basically one of the ones that I wanted. And now we can just look for general plants now. So any plant which you think could look good in this garden, because I want it to be like the plants kind of obscure you. You feel like you're in a maze. So there could be a lot of plants that are just there to hide things behind them. You know, like if you think about like Jurassic Park or something, you know, you've got all those bushes and stuff. You never know if there's like a dinosaur hiding inside. So that's kind of the way that I want to build this one. I feel like once I build this scene, I might start getting an idea to make a Dino Crisis remake, or just a Dino Crisis spin-off or something, because I feel like Dino Crisis deserves a proper sequel, you know? And since it's a survival horror game, I wouldn't mind giving that a go, I'll be honest. Right, let me see. You could definitely use something like that. Right, small plant. It's just good to get a wee variety of like different plants that we can put around the area. Someone make a plant sword. Well, there's Isaac's favourite. He loves eggplants, he told me today. He says if anyone doesn't love an eggplant, he's going to kill them. He's going to beat their head with an onion. Look at that though. Look how cool that looks. Imagine we had that for a boss battle. Can you imagine? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, it took a while to load. That does look quite cool. I mean, I don't think I'm going to use this, but I might just put it here for now, just for fun. Just for fun. So people that come into the stream, they'll go, wow! Did you make that? And I'll be like, no. But it's cool, right? I mean, I could remix this, you know, like, I could change, like, the face and stuff. I don't really have any plans for a plant boss, to be honest. But maybe there's an enemy that you can't kill, you just need to avoid. I think that might be quite cool. Let's just leave it there for now. Right, what else can we find? Probably easier looking for a collection, I know, but sometimes you can find what you're looking for just by going through the list. Like, when I look at that picture, that looks really good. Is it good in the scene? It's more like a jungle plant, but since this is a lab, I guess they have plants from like all over the world. So they'll have like forest plants, jungle plants. We'll take a bunch of things, I think. Look at that. Look at that beastly thing. Don't even know if you can animate this. Let's see. Nah, it's not been connected. It's a shame, because if all that was rigged, I could actually make it go like that. Technically I could still rig it myself, it would just take a bit of time, I think. And I'm leaving the animation stage till quite late on, I think. Yeah, the forced to upload an unwanted scene just because a scene was remixed from it, and unable to break the link to a scene you can't permanently delete is terrible. That's where LBA did it right. Yeah, I hate it. But to be honest, all of the scenes I've made, I'm happy with them. I made sure that any scene that I upload online will get used. I'm not going to waste. I'm not going to waste a a scene. I hate eggplants. No, you don't. You love eggplants. It's your favouriteest of all time. Hello, Danny. You're back. Back with a bang, eh? The context of me telling that was quite special. Yeah. Only for Discord users, I'm afraid. Search Crash Bandicoot 2.0 Puppet 3D. let's put Crash Bandicoot in it, and we can let him get eaten. We can let him get eaten by a plant. Look at all those my creations. Look at that. My creation, my creation. People are too lazy to name their things. 2.0 Puppet. Did you make this, Danny? Is this you, Danny Games? Dun 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 dun. The insane puppet. We always knew you loved Crash Bandicoot. We always knew it. We always got a sense. Oh my god, did you feel that? Did you feel that lag there? Oh my god. My game is actually lagging so bad. Danny, your Crash Bandicoot needs some optimization. Look how my frame rate is so bad. Look at that. Like, look how slow everything is. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's inside this. But he's clearly destroying my frame rate. I'll need to check him out in a separate level because I can't create like I can't create like this. Test using the Crash Bandicoot puppet. I tried. The frame rate's dying on me. I swear. Like, oh, it's like moving around like that. Isaac literally eats raw eggplants. Yeah, he just picks them straight off. Where do eggplants even grow? I've never actually noticed. Is it in the ground? He'll have a patch somewhere where he just eats them all. Why did I say LBA? I meant LBP. Maybe I did do it right. Maybe that's why I'm so good at this game. Yes, test use. I can't. It's lagging. It's like I can't move anything. I need to do it I'll need to do it in a separate scene, Danny. Look now. Oh, look at that. Oh, my camera moves so freely now. Like it's this is when you really appreciate a frame rate. You know, just get Danny's Crash Bandicoot, and then you'll really know. You'll really notice how it works. Oh, look at that. Oh, so smooth. Select play mode. I can't select play mode right now. We're in create mode. You're gonna ruin my logic here. I've set a timer logic to promote everybody's stuff. See, perfect timing. If I go into play mode, that resets everything. Got our music chat. Right, I'm not gonna break up the stream. Right. As soon as I start testing other people's models, we're going off topic. But at least you got a good showcase today. Let's be fair. But today is strictly create mode. Strictly. Let me see if I can find a collection. Collection. Maybe it's better to put in the plural. The plants kit. Oh, that's a great kit. There's like 3 flower plants. I like that vine that I just saw. See, I like putting these in because what? A newer version is available? Okay, cool. I like using all of these kind of things because they look a bit creepy, don't they? Can you imagine that on your wall? I'd say this vine looked pretty cool as well. So, we'll make all the walls all viney. What else? These are a bit too nice, I think. I mean, I could get like some of these. This looks like a very funky plant. We can make like a big giant one. Maybe it has like a face or something inside it. Someone's John Jerry Steve has been mutated into a plant. As such, we could just like remix these plants. But to be fair though, like most of these plants that I use, I'm probably going to delete most of them once we polish this scene up, because we need to be careful with thermal. I know I can reduce the graphical detail, but I went back to the old alleyway scene, and remember we had like the bike and the shopping trolleys. I deleted them both because they both took up like 6% thermal each, so that was a good 12% we got back. Plus I replaced the gate and the fence, because they used to be see-through. Now they're not see-through anymore, so I don't need to put background detail, which meant I could delete the police car, the other car, the fire hydrant, the road, some of the buildings. So it saved a lot of thermal, because I was looking at the character models, and then once we import them plus the logic, I think like the gameplay and the graphics are going to get a bit high, so I think it's best just to optimize as good as we can, you know. Because like, say I used this plant, right, I could easily duplicate this all the way around and, you know, just like mix it up using like 2 or 3 different assets. I don't need, you know, a unique asset for everything, you know. So this botanical area is actually going to be quite, not super large, but it's going to be bigger than a room. It's going to be like a big sort of section that you can roam around in. So I'll just have to slightly extend some of our walls here. How far we extend them by, I don't know. I really don't know. Let's say we go for there for now. Oh, what the hell? I'm sure I got the corner. Right, there you go. Right, so we've got, say we're using, let's say we're using the single door. Right, we'll use this door. We'll put that here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use, I've never actually made stairs yet. So, because I need to do the animation if I want the character to go up and down the stairs. Speaking of the puppet, where's the puppet? Look, he's under here again. What is he doing? I swear, he's worse than Danny. Mischievous. Right. I kind of know what I want for the flooring. Remember we looked for floors, and we found the grated floor. I think we searched for metal floor. I think the grated floor would look quite good for this one. Let me find, you know, something like that, or even this. It might look quite good. So I think I might use this as the floor. Right, so we're going to put our puppet. We're going to put our puppet up there. Let me just move this into the wall there. Okay. Right, I'm going to have to do a bit of optimizing at some point. But let's just say the floor starts here, right? I'll just move it in a bit. Right. So I'll probably make it like 2 wide, I guess. Hold on. Excuse me, puppet. Right, I think there we go. I lined it up. It wasn't properly aligned before. So I'll align the door separately, so let me see. I think if we have something like that, and then say there's like a railing on the front here, because I don't want it to get too narrow. I think the main parts near the doors should be a bit wider. I'm not sure if they should be this wide, but I think that's a good size. If you get a barrier here, and then let's just say, like for example, once we get over here, this part is a bit narrower, so this is like the other corridor. So let me just duplicate these as well. So this part's wider, but then when you get to this part is the bit that's going to be more, it's going to be a bit more narrow. And the reason why I've did it so high is because I want to have, obviously I want to have some of like some of the plants and stuff, you know, sort of coming up like that from below, because you're not actually going to get to go down into this section. I might make another section where you can go amongst all of the plants. But I just kind of want to make it like this, because it's like if you have a camera angle, you know, and you can't actually see what's like beyond you, you know, and you've got this big open area, but you can't actually see where you're going. So if we run that way, I'm going to have to do a lot of work to figure out exactly how this is going to work, because I want to create like some pathways. I don't want to make the pathways so simple where it's like you just go here, you run straight to the other side and that's it. You know, I might make a pathway going this way, or a pathway going that way, or maybe even a pathway that goes down. Then maybe there's like a staircase here that lets you go into the plants. Maybe I'll need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. So I'll see if I can find some stairs. What? Hey Arda, GTA, I don't even know that number. I think that number needs translated. Are you hoping for a new GTA for the PS5? That would be nice. Did anyone see that a remake of the game 13 is coming out? Yes, I did see that. Now, I never played that, but I played the demo. And I think I had a demo on the PC, but I know that it did come out for the PS2. So it's not something I'm super excited about, but I know that it's something I wouldn't mind playing if it turns out to be alright. Looks pretty cool. I never got to play the original, but I always wanted to. Yeah, it had like a really unique art style, didn't it? It had like a sort of like a cel shaded look about it, which I thought was quite cool. Right, so let me see if I can find like a... I think we tried to find a staircase before. I'm probably going to have to just build one myself, to be honest. So we'll get these, they're a bit too long. I want like a really short one. Like I could probably put down like a placeholder one for now, maybe. There's a railing at least. I'll probably make my own one. I don't think it will be that difficult, because we just need the flooring plus the railings. Like, I'll just take this for now, right? Just to as an example, right? But I'm not going to use this. So if we imagine like the stairs are here, so you come around here, there's stairs here that perhaps lets you go down into this part, and then we'll just create more of this kind of section, you know. It would be cool if there was like a big centerpiece where there was this big plant monster. I think that would be really cool. So we'll get that. Then, you know, maybe we could have like C2. Maybe look, there's another section like here where we can kind of move off to this side a little bit. but it's like a dead end maybe. Or it could be another door. Because I'm not sure if this lab connects to one of the other smaller labs. That's maybe how we could connect them all together. So if you remember last time we made that lab where John, Jerry, Steve had the bed. You know, John, Jerry, Steve's containment unit. We might make that here maybe. So they're sort of connected to the bigger lab. Because there were some plants in John, Jerry, Steve's little area as well. So I might actually, I might do that. So let me get another door just in case we use it. Put it there for now, right? And then let's just extend this a little bit more. I don't know how wide this area is going to be. So let's just say once we get here, we need to extend a little bit. Right. So I think the floor would be there, but I'm probably going to make it wider, to be honest, like the room itself. Maybe it's not so symmetrical. Like I said, I don't even know if this is going to be in the scene, so we're not really using this as like a dimension. But I definitely think there should be something in the middle, like some kind of big centerpiece. I just want to make it big enough where you can actually go down and explore, and you know there's enough room to do all that. So if I get, let me see. If I just make, I'll make something symmetrical just now, right? We'll see if it actually works though. I could hold X to do this, but I'm afraid I might accidentally select something else. Okay. So if we make something symmetrical, it looks more like that. It just means it's not so wide. So when you come down here, you know, it's not so good. Maybe I might make it so like maybe when you come here, it's like maybe about this area here. There's like a gap, and then let me just move some of this stuff. Maybe there's like a little gap that you can run through, and then we'll just like continue the floor like this way. Don't know if there's anything going to be on that side. Again, we probably don't need this. I might just make it so it's like the door's not necessarily in the middle. Maybe this side is a bit wider than this side. So let me just experiment here and see what looks good. Let's see. In fact, I'm going to have to turn those round, aren't I? This is me. I didn't really plan out this area. I just have a rough idea in my head. So I'm just going to play around and see kind of what works. Okay, so at least that's a bit wider now. So it's got more. It's not so symmetrical. Coming around, going that way. Which means we probably could put some plants in here as well. And it gives us more room to maneuver around this sort of big area here. So then once we get back to this area here, it's because I turned the dimensions on this one, wasn't it? I know this doesn't work, but just bear with me, right? It's all smoke and mirrors right now. So we'll say it's like that. Get rid of these. And then we can probably just fill this area up with some of the plants. Let's put him here. Right, we need to get the dog song ready now. Give me a second. Some Silent Hill / dog song. There we go. Hey Schemecast, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Hey, you not watching the PS5 Future of Play? Is it on right now? Is it on right now? I told people to tell me. Is it on right now? It's on right now. I'll watch it, but I thought it was at 9 o'clock. Let me see. Is it on the PlayStation channel? PlayStation 5. Let's see. PlayStation, the future of gaming. Yeah, it's still not live until 9 o'clock. Don't make me shit my pants. Schemecast. I don't appreciate that. Yeah, so it's not live yet. It's live in half an hour. We are going to watch it, but I'm still going to stream, and then I'm going to watch it at the same time, so we can watch it together and get our reactions and stuff like that. So, as soon as 9 o'clock hits, I'll bring up the stream and I'll keep creating just until we see some stuff. Hey Dark River, welcome back. Oh my, what does this say? Nobilo Sauvignon Blanc and Mellow Yellow mix. The song you're playing is quite interesting. It is indeed. Oh yeah, I forgot. Are you able to add the Jazz Mega Mix onto your jukebox? To be honest, like the jukebox is like one thing I really need to overhaul. I'm just dealing with so many problems right now that it's hard to update it. But I really want to make like a proper definitive jukebox. I just need to get some time to do it, you know. No, not roast. Starts at 9. I know, just the way you said it. It's like, hey, you're not watching that event. Like, it's on right now. You're missing it all. It's on 9 PM, I think. Yeah, if you're in the UK, it's at 9. That's it. Or if you're in Germany, I guess it's 10 o'clock. Quite late. So yeah, once it hits, I mean, I'll probably keep an eye on the time. But if you want to remind me when it's going to start, by all means. Dog song, here we go. Right, so I'm going to take away this just now because, like I said, I don't know if we're actually going to use this. I just put it there because it looked cool. Right, so right, let me take off the grid because I feel like when I'm working with plants, I kind of want to have a bit more flexibility. Let me just delete some of the plant pots, right? I don't even know if we're going to use that tree. It's a bit simple, but so this area, I was thinking we could make like some really weird stuff. Like maybe I could like change the colour of that or something. It'd be pretty weird if you came up with it and it was like all mutated and stuff. I could put like a heart growing out of it or something, you know, like do-do, do-do, do-do. Something weird like that. Yeah, I'll just get a few of these and just sprinkle them about a bit, I think. So we need to get the railings. If we can find the railing we're looking for. It's more of a lab railing, you know. I could use that and then just like colour it yellow or something. I think it might do the job. let's go for it. Can always update. Can't find what we're looking for. I'll put the grid back on. Right. So let's see if I can just... Can I just change the colour in here, or do I need to paint it? I don't know what yellow I should make it, to be honest. Bright yellow. Let's leave it like that for now. So at least we'll get some kind of railing. Just to get some parameters here. It's a shame that it's not perfect for the grid. I'll just put it like this, I think. Yeah, let's make that there. There we go. I can always fix the edges. Right, where are you? Papa the Trinker. Let's go. So you think that's good? If he's standing there at that railing, do you think it's good? Do you think it needs to be a bit higher? Because, yeah, the railing is a bit low, but these people are scientists, right? They're not really going to trespass over their railings. So it might be alright. It might be okay. It's just so they don't fall in. That's it, you know, just so they don't fall. Right, let's see. Try to measure everything when it's not really synced with the floor. It's a bit more difficult. So I'll worry about all the precision later. Right now, let's just get a rough sort of draft going, you know. You know, just pretend, right? I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Right. At least that one almost fit. So what are you guys looking forward to the most from the PS5 review? Any games in particular, or are you just happy to see the future of gaming? I really hope they announce a price. I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed because it's going to be really expensive. And I don't know if everyone is going to be so thrilled about that. Because I mean that's one of the main reasons why the PS4 kind of bombed, because it was so expensive. Like, I actually bought the the PS3. Did I say the PS4? I meant the PS3. That's like one of the main reasons why it bombed, because it was so expensive. And I feel like if the PS5 is the same, then obviously we're going to have some problems. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way of most people. Getting LBA hopes up like that, don't make him shit his pants. He doesn't wear adult nappies. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. I don't care about the review. What? You don't care about it? How can you not care about it? It's the biggest moment in your life. We need the PS5 to make Dreams even better, right? Look at it that way, and then you'll never be disappointed. I really need it, because when I put down Danny's Crash Bandicoot, you could see that it was lagging like hell. So, You could see it was lagging like hell. But if I had a PS5, I might be able to at least have an extra couple of frames to run each Crash Bandicoot. Right, hold on. This is when motion controls come into play. So there's going to be another door over here, I guess. Maybe not. Because that's going to be access to one of the labs. Maybe there will be another lab door here, but maybe it's broken, so we can't actually get inside this one. It's broke. Sorry, there's nothing you can do about it. You're just going to have to live with that fact for the rest of your life. Right, come on, door, don't do this to me. Right. So we'll put it there, but we'll make this door broken. I don't think we'll go through this one, probably just go through this one and that one. And then we may have another door here that leads to maybe the aquatic lab. Can be like straight after. So they're all kind of connected together. Yeah, I don't think this is too bad. So we'll do the barriers around the place. We'll put some of the foliage around, so you can actually go down and explore and see what the hell is going on in this sort of section here. Once we playtest, if we feel like the area is too small, I can always expand it, make it a bit bigger. That shouldn't take me too long to fix. Right now we're just kind of guessing what works. I like how they're calling it the future of gaming. It's laughable. Technically it is the future of gaming. I mean, everything's the future, right? You know? This railing here is the future of my scene. Technically. Don't you just love this tedious work? I bet you this is what you miss about Dreams the most, Alpha. Tediously putting down all these railings. Don't need to pretend. We know that you miss. We know that you miss. Right, I copied that perfectly, look. It went right there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to fix some of these railings, they're a bit wonky. So obviously we need to get rid of these ones so we can actually use the door. I'll fix the gaps. I'll delete like one of the railings so that it doesn't look so stupid. Unless people don't notice, they're like, how come there's double railings there? Right, so we did the inner, now we need to do the outer layer. Plus we need to get the railings for this bloody staircase. Right, let me take the precision on here. Right, there's even a wee bit here, I could probably put the railings in there. Right. Seems a bit wonky, but screw it. Right, maybe that looks a bit better. Maybe. Don't you just love my skills? Yeah. Then I'll just I'll fix this, don't worry. Get the basics done first, that's what they say. There you go. Good as new. Hey Joe, welcome back. Hope we're doing well. Am I late? Let me see. I'm not sure. Maybe about 45 minutes late. But don't worry, like this scene's kind of coming together. I'm going to see if I can get most of it done before we're going to watch the PS5 event. So I mean, it's up to you if you want to watch it separately. But I'm going to put it on like here, and I'm going to hopefully react to some good news. But as long as we get this scene done, I'll be good. If you notice any trailers that are really boring, like if they advertise like a new Gran Turismo, I don't mind Gran Turismo, but it's I don't really. It's just what can they do about Gran Turismo now that's going to excite me, right? So if anything like Gran Turismo comes on the stream, don't be surprised if I start creating again, and then once that trailer's over, I'll come back to the video. Might seem weird, but I actually enjoy this kind of stuff, like all this tedious kind of putting all these railings together. You might think this is like really tiresome, but I actually really enjoy it. Guilty. Did something fall? That was weird. It said something was deleted from Origin. I don't know if something fell. Who knows? I think that'll do. We'll put it like here maybe. There you go. Sony said the PS4 is for the players, but every video game console is for the players now. They said the PS5 is the future of gaming, so will the PS6 and PS7 and so on, because they are all in the future. Exactly, we're all in the future together. Yeah, I kind of wait 3 months after it launches just in case there is bugs. Yeah, probably more games, less bugs, cheaper. I'll only be impressed with the PS5 if the developers can prove they can care more about gameplay instead of focusing on graphics and immersion. Getting tired of this focus on experiences. Oh yeah. Don't mind some experiences. It's just if it's if you're playing mostly just for the graphics, or you're paying for most of the game, then obviously that sucks a lot. I'm really hoping though that we see Resident Evil 8. Now I know a lot of you guys aren't really Resident Evil fans, but I love Resident Evil and I want to see Resident Evil 8. How good would that be? We're creating a Resident Evil style game, and how amazing would that be if the Resident Evil 8 came up on stream? Oh, it's going to be incredible. I think it might be first person, just like 7. I was a little hesitant about Resident Evil 7 because it was first person, but I can't deny it's still a really good game. If they had a better main character and also they had some variety, enemy variety, I probably would have liked it a bit better, I think. But it's still a really, really good game. I definitely recommend it. It's definitely better than Outlast. Miles better. So yeah. Right, there we go. Right, I'll bring this. In fact, let me bring this wall over. It's kind of the right length. Yeah, I think that's kind of good the way it is. There we go. So obviously everything's not lined up perfectly, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Right, I did just a few more railings here, then I think the most exciting part of the stream is over. No more railings. Right. Kind of cool though if if some of you guys could get into Resident Evil because of this game. That would be nice. Maybe you like it and you think, yes, pretty cool. I'd like to play another game like this, and I'd be like, you can play the official games, the official Resident Evil games, the classic ones. You can still get them on PC, I guess, or if you want to get them on the PS3 or something. Right, let's just leave it at that, right? So we've got all our railings, and just to get a different door, I might actually reuse this one. So this is going to get us into that aquatic lab, I think. So I was never planning on creating the botanical lab or the aquatic lab. I just kind of I ended the stream one day. I was thinking about what environments we still had left to do, and then I was like, what if we made an aquatic and a botanical lab? Maybe it would be quite good. So these are kind of extra areas that I wasn't really anticipating. Just need to figure out how I'm going to connect them all together. So like I said, that room will probably go into like a lab. One of the smaller labs we made. This one, you can't access this door. I'll make it broken or something. And here we'll go into the aquatic lab, and then when we go into the aquatic lab, there's like another door that leads to like the other lab we made. And that way all the labs are kind of connected a bit better. I'm just hyped for the SSD. I know games will be loading so much quicker than they used to. That's another thing, like when I go through my PS4 backlog, if I were to play them on the PS5, they would definitely load a lot quicker. So that's another good thing if you're playing like Red Dead Redemption or something. I think that's one game I still need to play. If I play that on the PS5, I think it's probably better, don't you think? Because the base PS4 is probably not so good. Load times will be nice, but I don't have any issues with current load times. People seem to simply be too impatient, I guess. I mean, like, load times don't bother me just because I'm used to it. But to be honest, if they gave me, really fast load times, I wouldn't mind. Because like you don't play FIFA, right? See, if anyone that plays FIFA will know exactly what I'm talking about. There's about 50 loading screens. Like you press X to load the game, right? So the game's loading, and then it'll come up a screen. So, all the advertising stuff, like it's loading, it's loading, it's loading. Then it comes up, select your language. Okay, select my language. Loading, 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 loading. And then it'll come up like, okay, now we're getting your hospitality settings and all your in-game settings ready. Loading, loading, loading. And then it brings up the main menu, FIFA. Press X, loading, loading, loading. It's like, my god. You literally need to press X at least twice. And then there's like a further menu just to get to the proper menu. So if I was to put up FIFA and it went like that, boom. Someone sends me an invite to play a game, accept. You just go straight into it, like 5 seconds. You're straight in the game, you're straight in the match, and we can just go straight away, because it takes several minutes. And there's some games that are poorly optimized, because maybe they're an indie game, but sometimes loading can take like a minute, 2 minutes sometimes. It's insane. Give you a calm feeling, shaping a scene. Yeah, the music's always helps me. That's why I went for more calming tracks. So they have a little bit of a survival horror feel, but at the same time they are more calming as well. I wait for Black Friday and then I'll buy the PS5. Imagine it comes out on Black Friday. No discount for you. Resident Evil 8 or Village, is that what you're calling it, is honestly possible. They did say that the title of the game, it's not going to be Resident Evil 8, but it would have a smart title. So considering you just wrote 8 Age Village, it makes sense. But I feel like I read the description for Resident Evil 8. It's technically like they have the village, and then they have, after that, there's a castle. Doesn't that sound like a game that's familiar to you? Doesn't that sound like Resident Evil 4? A village in Europe, probably in Spain, and then you go to a castle. It just sounds like Resident Evil 4, and then apparently they're also remaking Resident Evil 4, so if they're doing the same setting twice in a row, it might get a bit repetitive. Kind of a Resident Evil fan, got mostly all of on my PS4. As long as you've got them, that's all that matters. I've always played Resident Evil since like the PlayStation 1 days, so it's always been part of my life. I need a new Resident Evil. I need it! I love the Resident Evil series. Has some bad games, but the good games are good enough to balance out the bad. Yeah, I mean, like, excluding the spin-offs, I love all of the main games. Resident Evil 6 is probably like the weakest one, because I feel like it tried to do too much. Too much, far too much, and it kind of suffered as a result. They wanted to please everyone. They wanted to please the Resident Evil 4 fans. They wanted to, please the Resident Evil 5 action fans. With Jake, I don't know what they wanted to please. Maybe just to have Sherry back and then have some influence from Wesker with Jake. But that's about it. But that's the only game I complain about, is Resident Evil 6. 5, people complain about 5, but I like 5 for what it's worth. It's pretty good. LBA, you have to add another NPC killer. The name of the killer NPC is Firecat. Well, technically there's going to be zombie dogs. I don't know if a survival horror has ever did zombie cats, so I'll definitely consider making a zombie cat. Because I know Resident Evil, there's a few different animals. There's zombie dogs, there's zombie monkeys, there's some animals that mutate into other kind of creatures. You've got zombie sharks. I think, was there a crocodile? Yeah, there was a crocodile in Resident Evil 2, yeah. Kind of like a zombie thing. Just finished the Jazzpunk PC exclusive DLC. That fast? Was it good? Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't worth it, in my opinion. Sure is pretty though. Yeah, and I noticed it's on sale. It's like almost 60% off, so it's better than it was. The instant load times will be great, but that's not the main intention. Sony went with a super fast SSD. Yeah, in general, the SSD is going to be really good. Stream starts in 5 minutes. Oh god, it's like 2 minutes now. Resident Evil 7 in VR was absolutely incredible. I don't have VR. I'd love to get it, just so expensive. I just wrote Village because that's what I've been seeing people call it. To be honest, it kind of fits. Like the Roman numerals, the village itself. I think that is, they said it's going to have a smart title, so I think it's going to be called Resident Evil Village, but it's technically Resident Evil 8 together. I think that's what they're going to do. Smart bastards. Yeah, sounds like Resident Evil 4, exactly. With bass and really good stereo speakers, Resident Evil would be awesome. Resident Evil 8 trailer tonight. Tom the Bomb, yes, welcome. We're anticipating Resident Evil 8. I can't wait. If we don't get it, I think we're going to riot on stream. I love Resident Evil. By the way, Tom, if you notice the music, it's actually Resident Evil 3 music. So we're very themed today. I love Resident Evil 1 Remake, Resident Evil 2, Code Veronica, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Resident Evil 3 Remake. How can you not love Zero? Zero's pretty cool. The original Resident Evil 1 is awesome. Code Veronica is probably like one of the classic survival horror games that I didn't really like. I felt like it was like a bit, it was a bit weird. It didn't have that punch. And then you had the Psycho plot line, the guy that likes to dress up as his sister. It's a bit weird. With the voice and everything. I'm like, what the hell? Fingers crossed, yeah. 6 still wasn't nearly as bad as the internet claims it is. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, trust me. Trust me. When you're shooting zombies, it's like it doesn't even feel right. It feels like you're shooting gunk. Just stupid stuff like that. We still need to finish Resident Evil 6 playthrough. I know it's been years. It's been years. I know. And then we need to buy 5 and then do that as well. 5 and 6 were so bad. Hey Jinkies Gaming, welcome. You ready for the stream? Apparently the stream's almost going to start, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my earphones out of this PlayStation, and I'm going to put them into the laptop here so I can hear what's going on. There's some music going on the stream. I don't know if that's meant to tease a game, but it's kind of creepy. Feels like Resident Evil or Silent Hill, doesn't it? How can you read this chat? See if you go into the I'm on the official PlayStation stream. There's over 1 million people watching, and I'm looking at this chat and it's like, I'm like, I can't even read anything. It just goes whoa, 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 whoa. No chance. Right, I've got my earphones in so I can hear the sound, so let me bring this up here. 5 and 6 were so bad. 5 was good. For what is... At the time, the graphics in 5 were like, wow, that's pretty awesome. I really hated Resident Evil 4 too. I love Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is awesome. It didn't get ported 1 million times for nothing. There's an elephant in Outbreak. Yes, a zombie elephant. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Please impress. Please impress, right? Right, well, I don't know if you guys are watching, but there's some mad cube on my screen. Was this made in Dreams? Was this made in Dreams? I think this whole presentation was made in Dreams, and it's actually to fool you into thinking this is PS5 content. Come on now. Give us something interesting. Is this like what the new PlayStation 5 looks like? It's just like this console that just like moves around with all the colours. By the way, there's the X. Don't you dare call it a cross. Screw people that call it a cross. It's called X. Press X, not press cross. Right, do you think we'll see the console today? Someone told me that, I think my brother told me they're not going to show the console. Maybe they changed their minds. Maybe, because I know the Xbox, they've already shown their console. It's a big rocket launcher from Predator. Oh, the classic Sony intro. Do you remember this, Jinkies Gaming? We used to boot up the PlayStation to that beautiful, beautiful noise. So I guess we're looking back at all of the older games throughout PlayStation's history. So now we're on the PlayStation 4. There's still so many PlayStation 4 games I've not played. Like I haven't played the Horizon Zero Dawn. I still need to play that. Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a few others I need to play as well. Did you guys enjoy the PS4? Like the life of the PS4? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Rockstar. Is this when they say GTA 5 is coming to PS5? Right, hold on. I'm just going to get my... It's kind of hard for me to keep up with the chat and also watch the stream at the same time, so I'm going to bring up the chat on my iPad so I can actually see what you guys are saying, because I need to keep switching between tabs. Let me put this up here. 91. Right, hold on, I think I've got it now. Right, I'm going to catch up with your comments now. I never played the heists in GTA 4 as well. GTA 5, sorry. So let's see where did I get to in the comments. Yeah, there's an elephant outbreak. No, don't make me kill a cat, a zombie or not. Be really interesting though, wouldn't it, to have a zombie cat, or maybe a zombie lion or something. Hey Breezy, welcome in the stream. Are you ready for this live stream? Right now we're just watching on the old PS4 games, but I can feel it. I can feel we're getting ready for something big. Resi 6 has good combat, but terrible horror. Exactly. Even the Leon campaign wasn't so good. Expanded and enhanced. Told you! GTA 5 is coming to the PS5. Why? Why? Just give us GTA 6. My god. I really liked... What's that? PS4 owners will get GTA Online at launch for free. Wow, there you go. And oh, you also get GTA 5 on PS4 as well. There you go. Finally, I've got GTA 5 on the PS4. Now we can play it. I completed it on the PS3, so I never bothered buying it on the PS4. I always wanted to get it on the PS4. Hold on, I'm just going to like turn this volume down a bit. There you go. Yeah, last 25 years. Right, he's talking about GTA. There we go. They say you should wear headphones to watch the event. My headphones don't work on my PC. Due to the 3D audio. I don't even have 3D audio. Hey Zoo! Welcome to the stream. 1, 2, 3. Are you watching the PS5 stream right now? That's the PS5, just a big massive cube. Something from Destiny. We are proud to announce the Destiny cube is coming to PS5. I can't watch it, so I don't know what's happening. You don't have a second device? You're just talking about GTA 5 coming to PS5, and it's now free on the PS4. Right, what's this? This is the new branded PlayStation Studios. Right, what we're looking at here, we've got some electrical being. Oh. Is it Spider-Man? Looks like Spider-Man. I knew Miles would be the new character. I don't even know much about Miles because I don't really read the comic books, so I don't really know too much about him. That's crazy. So have they already got Spider-Man 2 quite far ahead, or is this DLC for Spider-Man on the PS4? This looks like PS4 DLC. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Okay, so it is PS5. Oh, it's a launch game. Maybe it's PS4 DLC, but it's coming to PS5 as well. Right, what did I tell you? See, as soon as they start talking about Gran Turismo. See you later. Someone can tell me what he's talking about, right? Hey, teleportation answer, welcome to the stream. I got Dreams today, and I am noob. Any info would be appreciated. What exactly are you looking to do in Dreams? Are you going to create something in particular? Let us know. I've briefly stopped doing some creation here because we're kind of like, I'm doing like a reaction to the PS5 stream right now, so if anyone has 2 devices, then I'm sure you're able to do what I'm doing right now and watch the stream at the same time. Because I don't really want to end the stream. I feel like I want to give my reaction at the same time. So they're showing GTA, Gran Turismo. I guess we're on Gran Turismo 7 now, maybe. And I don't care. So it's all well and good, but I don't care. Knack was so awesome. Can't wait for part 3. Oh, oh yeah, that was a quality game. I got the first game for free and I did platinum it because I'm crazy. Best games are on PlayStation. You said it, Tom the Bomb. GTA is awesome. Best game ever. Okay, I'm on the stream and this stream. Nice. There you go. Gran Turismo 7. I know some of you guys like it, so I won't diss it too much. Look at this menu. Now on the PlayStation 5, it's now possible to actually look at all the inner workings of your car seamlessly. Can't wait to see what they show. Yeah, I played all the GTA heists. Are they good? Are they worth my time? Milking GTA 5 to the death, are they? I know, I'm just expecting Skyrim. I saw a tweet today and a guy was like, and finally we want to show off one last game. It fades to black and then Skyrim. PlayStation 5. I don't since I never ever played GTA 5 on the PS4, I wouldn't mind playing it, but I think they mostly brought it to the PlayStation 5 just so they can keep GTA Online going. Other than that, I'm not too bothered about it. Gran Turismo, it looks nice. Like, the graphics look nice. I'm sure it's all very well and good, but you know, I'm not super hyped about it. I'm sure some people will be. I'm sure some people will be watching this right now going, oh, Gran Turismo on the PS5, it's like the best thing ever. I like that you can see the guy's hands. Normally you just see the steering wheel, so it's nice you can see the wee guy moving his hands. GTA Online was good till they added the noob bike. I know I keep saying it, but dang. This guy looks like Gordon Ramsay. I know he's like a fat version of Gordon Ramsay, doesn't he? Exactly. He's got the same kind of skin. I've actually got a friend that looks exactly like Gordon Ramsay. Like a younger version. Right, what the hell is this? Is this Ratchet and Clank? Oh, it's Ratchet and Clank. Or is it Super Alien Buddy? Maybe I've secretly been working on this with them. Look how shiny the metallic surface of Clank is. That's PlayStation 5 technology right there, if we've ever seen it. Does anyone like Ratchet and Clank games? I quite enjoy them. I've not played every single one of them, but they're pretty good. So if you want to get a teaser of what Super Alien Buddy 2 is going to look like in Dreams, basically look at this Ratchet and Clank trailer. That's basically it. Wish me good luck. I'll need it. So it looks like they're going through different dimensions. Is this like showing off the PS5 technology? Look, we can load in a brand new environment like that. That's how far we've came with the technology. Levels that load seamlessly. Imagine that actually was a feature and it wasn't just for the trailer. Imagine you actually could swap between worlds. Massive worlds. Just about instantly. Oh no, Clank! What happened? Spider-Man, oh yeah, Spider-Man. GTA 5 Online sucks though, the PvP is terrible. Get killed for no reason and many things force you to be in PvP mode. Really? Oh, there's a female Ratchet. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Looks pretty good. I'll definitely be getting that game. Hello, Marcus. Yeah, Gran Turismo, I love racing games. You love them or you... I don't mind playing Gran Turismo, it's just that... I don't know. It doesn't excite me, it's just a racing game. See if they announce a new Burnout game, then I'll be like, oh. Or a new Motorstorm, then I'll play. See? You can transport between the planets instantly. That's pretty cool. Come on, Alpha Werewolf. That is impressive. It's more than loading times. They can now do so much now. Like, here you are. It's good that they're not abandoning Ratchet and Clank for Spider-Man. At least they're doing better than the Xbox event, because I'm sure the Xbox event, they didn't really show that much gameplay. So basically, when I look at graphics, they've added the ray tracing thing, so everything definitely does look a bit shinier than the PS4. It's very close to what a movie would look like. You know, if you see like a Pixar movie, I feel like they're getting a little bit closer now with the PS5. They can definitely do a lot more with the visuals and the animations now. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be getting this game on the PS5. I wonder if it'll be a launch game. Because I mean, when they showed you going between all those different planets, it seemed like a lot of the game was already made. But either way, I'm looking forward to this game. I love the destruction, by the way. The Ratchet and Clank is not known for destructible environments, so this one is pretty good. And there you go. There's the jumping dimensions in live time. They switch levels just like that. Oh, this is going to be so good. Can you imagine that if we no longer have to live through loading times? We just experience the game. You know, you go through an important moment in a game. The last thing you want to do is be like, oh, okay, let me just wait. Okay, now we can play again. Now we're just constantly in the action. And it feels more like we're sort of part of that world, you know? I'm just waiting for something actually good to pop up on the stream. I might get this Gran Turismo 7. The audio things is pretty cool. Makes you feel like you're in the car. See if Gran Turismo 7, if I had a VR headset and a proper, you know, 3D headset, I think Gran Turismo would be awesome, to be honest. Like, and if you had the proper steering wheel and everything, like, it feels like you're actually there, then definitely I would consider it. But for me, Gran Turismo is more a game that I would buy if it was like cheaper, or if I wasn't so into it, you know. Like just something to do for like if I'm bored. GTA heists are great with friends, but never play them with randos. Why do they just let you down? So Ratchet and Clank looks pretty good. It might not be for everyone, but it definitely looks a hell of a lot better than the PS4 version. All that destruction, flashing between different dimensions, pretty much instantly. Looks pretty cool. Square Enix. What do you think? What are we going to get here? Illuminous Productions. Alright, so this is going to be something different. Is this the creators of that Bullet Storm game or whatever it was called? Truths will be questioned. See, the thing is now, we never know if we're watching a cutscene or if we're watching in-game, because everything's so close together now. Oh, what game's this? Oh, we might like this game. This looks like some kind of God of War, RPG, bit of a Destiny vibe with a cape. Project Athia. Oh, that looks interesting. Looks like it's got dragons with the big lava coming through their chest. It's like that guy that we had over here. The dragon basically had like that lava in its chest, basically. I'm going to bring our friend over here so he doesn't get too lonely. There you go. There you go. Take off the grid as well. There you go, got a nice wee friend here for you. Oh, look at this. See, I was going to say this looked like Cyberpunk, but the developers are different. Some just put, whoever wants Fortnite 2 can choke on a toenail. You know Fortnite is going to appear at some point, let's be honest. Clank and Ratchet is back, oh yeah. Catch It in Rank 7 Revenge of the Smiths. That's an even better title. Last time I was in GTA 5 Online, I was in my Batman car. AFK, and because it has weapons, I was forced into PvP mode and someone blew me up. That sucks, man. Sometimes you just want to have a wee quiet stroll around and suddenly people just want to blow you up. Terrible violence in this world. Hope PlayStation Online will be cheaper in the future. I doubt it, man. I doubt it. They want all your cash. You have to be in passive mode, Red Stool. Someone made a Bovaretta face in the PS5 stream chat. Really? Was it you? Are you in the official PlayStation one? The chat's going by so fast. See if our streams ever get like this, where the chat just keeps going and going and going. I won't be able to read these comments. A cat! It's a game about a cat, Isaac. It's called Stray. A stray cat. Isaac is getting a PS5 in 2021 just to play that cat game. I believe it. Yeah, he's doing it. All we need now is like an onion and a garlic to pop up, and he'll be all over this console. Overwatch 2 trailer, fingers are crossed. I'm kind of done with Overwatch, to be honest, but I guess it wouldn't hurt for people that like it. This game looks interesting, yeah. This game looks shit. What game? The cat game? You know you want to be a cat. There you go, ultra high speed SSD. Ray tracing. It's actual lasers inside your console with crystals. If you didn't know that, it really is. We've got your controller actually comes out of the ground. Whenever you want, you just go PlayStation controller and just goes, it comes out. That's the future right there. Yeah, now PS5. What the fuck? Stray. I know. Stray the cat. Firecat in a robot cyberpunk world. I love it. I know. They're really revolutionary. That's the reason why we're getting a PS5. The controller is sexy. 3D audio, really nice. How is that 3D audio, Jinkies, if you're wearing a headset? Does it sound good? Cyberpunk looks like a good game, but create a character system in a first person game where you mostly don't see your own character. What's the point? I don't know. I feel like this guy used to work for Killzone. I think he got a promotion. He's from Holland. This is, I bet you this is Intra Attack Out. This is basically him in disguise. So it seems like he wants to focus mostly on gameplay. Ooh, there's a new exclusive coming to PlayStation 5. What do you think it's going to be? A stray dog, maybe? I want to see the console now. Maybe we'll see it. House Marquee game. Well, normally House Marquee, they're quite indie, so normally they make like these kind of arcade kind of games, like Super Stardust, Resogun. They made another game, I can't remember the name of it. Nex Machina, I think it was called. So they've got a long history of creating these arcade kind of games, but this new game does not look arcade at all. This looks like they've been given a proper budget to make a proper game now. Be quite funny though if it was still an arcade game, just as amazing cutscenes and graphics. But hopefully they did get a big budget game, because I think they do deserve that opportunity. They always make good games. Just that it's on an indie scale. Seems like a Groundhog Day. She dies, she comes back, she dies again, she returns again. So again, we'll get changing worlds here. Oh, it looks like an Alien game. Oh, this does look good. You don't expect this developer to make this kind of game. Kind of reminds me of Silent Hill, but in space. Oh. Maybe it looks a bit like Gears of War as well. I mean, it's quite miserable when you look at it. But I'm sure this game will be pretty cool. Just show the console. Death Stranding 2 looks like. No, I don't think we'll see a Death Stranding 2, to be honest. I don't think the first game sold very well. I think Kojima, he wants to make a horror game next. Well, does that say Returnal? Returnal? That's a weird name for a game. What does that even mean? Someone want to explain that one to me? Another Bovaretta face in the chat. People are copying you, man. You've started a trend here. Sumo Digital is the next one. Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet. What do you think? It's Little Big Planet. Come on, it's got to be Little Big Planet. If it's not Little Big Planet, people are going to rage. It's Little Big Planet. I recognise that body anywhere. It's Little Big Planet 4. Right, everybody, abandon dreams. We're all going back to Little Big Planet now. Little Big Planet is now in full 3D and it's much more accessible than Dreams. So goodbye Dreams, we're all going to Little Big Planet 4 again. See you later, people. Sorry, Media Molecule, you did this to yourself. See, Media Molecule had the opportunity to use the Little Big Planet franchise and evolve it into something like Dreams, but they didn't do it. They decided to make something that was a bit more complicated. And now Sumo Digital have came and went, screw you Media Molecule, we're going to make a game that looks like Dreams, but much more accessible. So yeah, we're no longer going to be a Dreams channel anymore, we're going to go back to Little Big Planet. People always say to me, like, oh, your name's LittleBigAnimation, it's like you're connected to Little Big Planet, but Little Big Planet's dead. Well, it ain't dead yet, my friends. We'll be on Little Big Planet again soon, don't you worry about that. I'm actually really curious to see what the create mode's like, because if this game can be better than Dreams, at least from an accessibility point of view, and considering this looks like a PS5 game, Dreams is a PS4 game. Now, if you're going to choose between two different versions, what are you going to go for? Are you going to go for PS4 Dreams, or are you going to go for PS5 Little Big Planet? I think you're going to go for Little Big Planet. Don't you think? Media Molecule, if you're watching, you need to get Dreams 2.0 on the PS5 as soon as possible, because you're getting bitch slapped by Sackboy. That's the truth. Oh my god, I know. Little Big Planet, yes. Nah, Dreams is awesomer. LBA, please don't change. Little Big Planet's where we come from, man. Let's get a W in the chat for Little Big Planet 4. 2 W's. Maybe casual gaming LBP. Depends though, because see if I was to make Super Alien Buddy in Little Big Planet 4, I think it would work, you know? I could probably keep the more serious games to Dreams. You know, like the more, like Subject, the more human-like things. Because Sackboy obviously doesn't work with Subject, right? So I could make realistic games in Dreams, make cartoony games in Little Big Planet. I think that's a nice balance, you know? Maybe you guys would miss out having some things in Dreams, but I think it would be a good balance. What? No, LBP. If it has a full 3D level editor, then I'm quitting Dreams. It will. That looked like full 3D. There was no 2D platforming at all. And it will have a 3D editor. Come on, it's Little Big Planet. It is going to be 3D. The question is, how... Maybe you can't sculpt your own characters. I don't know, maybe you can. If you can sculpt your own characters, if you can make realistic characters and not make Sackboy-like characters, then... definitely it's going to be a problem for Dreams. How funny is that though? Media Molecule are now rivals with Little Big Planet. You're like, you son of a bitch. You've just ruined us. Sony have clearly went, nah, Dreams is too hardcore. Let's just bring back Little Big Planet. We'll get rid of Dreams. We'll leave that to the hardcore, right? We'll focus on Little Big Planet again. Because I will buy Little Big Planet 4. I will test it out. I will create on it. Maybe not all projects will work for it, but I'm definitely going to go to Little Big Planet 4. But who knows? We need to wait for a release date, don't we? I'm actually excited now. My question is, why is it 3D? It's the natural evolution, my friend. The natural evolution. Everybody wants 3D. I'm sure you can still make 2D games on it. But when you compare it to Dreams, you need... That's the one thing that held me back in Little Big Planet. I needed it to be 3D. Because I make movies. I make 3D things. Constraining me to 2D, it was never good. That's why in Dreams, a lot of my stuff is going to be a lot better. Like, if you look at this scene right now, this area here, you could make something like this in Little Big Planet, but to run around, it was really awkward. So at least now, I can make a proper 3D Little Big Planet game. Proper hype now. Wait, are you trolling LB or did an Little Big Planet game actually get announced? Did you not see it, Isaac? They just showed Little Big Planet 4. It looked amazing. The graphics looked amazing. The gameplay was all in 3D. It was basically like a better version of Dreams. Did you not see? I'm not trolling. There's literally a Little Big Planet 4. I swear. It's by Sumo Digital. Hopefully they didn't bug the hell out of the game. I think now that the Sumo Digital, they kind of created Little Big Planet 3, but it was kind of like a port of Little Big Planet 2, but expanded. Lots of bugs. Clearly it wasn't their game to mess with. But I feel like this Little Big Planet 4 game, they've made it maybe from the ground up. Maybe now it'll have more polish now that it's their own code and they know how everything works. I think it's going to be really good. This game that's on right now, it looks quite cool. It looks like an indie game, but a very nice looking indie game. I don't see why we wouldn't be excited about this, but obviously it's a smaller game, so I think this is the kind of game that you'd have to play to really appreciate, you know. Just by looking at it, I don't think people are going to be like, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. I think that's how you pronounce it, Kenna. Is this a car battle royale? Maybe, I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, they announced a LVP game called Sackboy's Adventure. Yeah, Big Adventure or something. Now my channel's more relevant. Little Big. Yes. I don't have to rename myself to Little Big Dreams or whatever. Or Dreaming Animation. Pizza! GTA Arena War is better, but it looks awesome. Isaac, it's true, LVP is back in business. They took over MM's LVP to make Little Big Planet 3, now made Little Big Planet 4 to fight against MM's Dreams. That's interesting though, because I don't think Media Molecule are going to be very happy about this. Because they want people to come to Dreams. As soon as Little Big Planet 4 comes out, they have a competitor. And it's not a competitor from a different company, it's a competitor from Sony, it's from the PlayStation. It's crazy, it's insane. You're basically making your life so much more difficult. Because I know for a fact a lot of people get put off Dreams because it is really complicated. I don't mind it. You get used to it, you learn. But certainly a lot of people are going to jump to Little Big Planet. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to compare with Dreams. And like I said, if I'm getting a PlayStation 5, if I'm going to get PlayStation 5 quality, then obviously I'm going to create on Little Big Planet 4. I wouldn't abandon Dreams, like I said. If I can't make realistic things in Little Big Planet 4, then I'll obviously need to keep making them in Dreams. But Media Molecule really need to get a PlayStation 5 version of Dreams pronto. Otherwise, they're going to be left in the dust. Because I don't know how long I'm going to play a backwards compatible Dreams version in the PS5, you know? Oh! Abe's Odyssey. Small Human. This has to be Abe's Odyssey. This is the game I was talking about, Small Human. Please be Abe's Odyssey. Yes. It's Bovaretta's brother, Small Human. This is him. This is what your puppet game needs to be like. It needs to be like Abe's Odyssey. You need to save all of the, like, what they called, Gherkins, Markins, I don't know. It's a weird alien name. It's Bovaretta. There she is, right there. This looks so good. I like that they've actually gave the game a proper story now, like proper cutscenes. Holy shit. Oh, here we go. How beautiful does that look? I remember when I used to play this game in the PlayStation 1. It's really came a long way since then. So Abe's Odyssey, it's like a 2D platformer, but it has like puzzles and things you need to solve. And you need to save all your little guys. And if you save enough by the end of the game, you get the true ending. Oh, this looks so good. This is what your puppet game needs to be like, Small Human. But obviously in 3D. Don't know what was up with Abe there. It was like, oh, Soulstorm. Oh yeah, it's going to be so good. Like this isn't a new announcement. This game's already been shown off in the past, but those cutscenes, they're new. That looked really nice. Shinji Mikami, the creator of Resident Evil. All bow down to this man. He is the genius behind Resident Evil. Worship this man, please. He also made The Evil Within 1 and 2, which are okay, but... So yeah, he's making this Ghostwire game. I don't think they've actually showed any gameplay of it yet. It looks quite interesting. Yeah, Sumer Digital better up their game with this. It better handle better than Little Big Planet 3. I'm sure it will, because it's like they've sort of created it from the ground up now, it looks like. This has been shit so far, maybe for you, Jinkies Gaming, but for me, Little Big Planet, top quality. Trust me, if they're going to show Resident Evil, it's going to be near the end, because it's going to be like that big reveal. But look, we've got Shinji Mikami, the guy that made The Evil Within, Resident Evil. Hopefully this game looks quite cool. I love Shinji Mikami. He's a genius. The man's a genius. Look, headless schoolgirls, Japanese schoolgirls. I mean, what else do you want? Oh look, we even had Puppety Trinker in the game. Oh, is it first person? Oh, it's first person. Interesting. What the hell? You're probably ripping hearts out of people. Looks like a combination of magic, some kind of cyberpunk, sci-fi thing, kind of glitchy. You're fighting against all these little puppet guys. There's no games apart from Spider-Man. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and even that Spider-Man game, it looks like DLC. It doesn't even look like a proper sequel. Surely they wouldn't have made it that quickly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this Tokyo game. This looks quite cool. I mean, it doesn't look like a proper survival horror game, but it looks pretty cool. Ghostwire Tokyo. That looks good. Volcano High, was that? Spore? No. Is it possible that PS4 games will work on the PS5, but to have a real PS5 version of Dreams would be better? Yeah, all PS4 games are backwards compatible on the PS5. There's also going to be some games that that are even more compatible. They'll take even more advantage of the system, so I imagine Dreams would be one of those. But the thing is, if you release a game on Dreams on the PS5, even though it's still backwards compatible PS4, so it still needs to work with all the PS4 players, right? So as long as the PS4 is holding back the creative power of Dreams, it will never expand. They have to make it exclusive. They have to make a PS5 version. If you make creations on the PS5, only PS5 people can play it. That way you can take Dreams to the next level, because that looks like what Little Big Planet's doing. It looks like it's trying to make something that's PS5 only, and then they've got the full power of the console. The people in the chat are so childish. All of them are spamming L with crazy emojis, and what the fuck is this? Yeah, I can't even read the chat. It's too fast for me. I just see you later. This horror game is awesome. Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it? Resident Evil 8, come on. I'm sure we'll see it probably near the end. We'll see it. They'll be like, we've got one more game to show you. Resident Evil Village. Late response, sorry, but this is quite surprising. Not going to get my hopes up for Little Big Planet 4 though, because Sumo, you know, it does look good. The trailer looked really good, to be fair. Like, the graphics look good, the gameplay looked good. As long as there's no bugs in the tools, I think it's going to be awesome. Let's be optimistic about it. Imagine the quality onions you can make in that game. Maybe if you don't need to purchase the DLC from previous games, especially Move Pack, it would be good. Maybe none of the DLC will be on Little Big Planet 4, which would be good. I don't think it will be compatible, to be honest. They might just try and make like a collection of the most popular assets and then put that into Little Big Planet 4. But they're going to resell all the DLC again. They're going to want even more money, because Little Big Planet is like a cash machine. Costumes, materials, decorations. They're definitely going to milk that franchise. But it's good. It's a good franchise. And now I'm not watching this review. Don't really want to dedicate my time to it, to be honest. What are you doing right now? Enlighten us. Please show now the console, Sony, after this trailer. Yeah, it's never going to happen, is it? Counterplay Games. Apparently they're making this game. It's meant to be like a Destiny game, but like a third-person kind of Destiny game. It looks quite cool. I don't really like looter kind of games that much. Like, I'll give Diablo a go at some point, but I'm not so hyped for this particular game. I guess it's going to be a launch game, so if there's any game that anyone's going to get at launch, it's probably going to be this one. It looks good, but I'm sure it's nice. But obviously, there's other games that I'm more looking forward to than this one. Just whilst the trailer's on, I'm going to try and get like a new wall or something here. Try and find a wall we didn't use. Maybe I could just use like a plain wall, to be honest. Is that Kanye West? I don't listen to Kanye West, it just kind of sounds like him. We could either use one of these or one of these. Let me see. Turn on my grid. There you go, Godfall. It looks alright, Published by Gearbox. Boo. Everybody hates Gearbox. Right, let me take these assets down here and we can test how they look. What's this? Heart Machine Presents. What's this? From the creators of Hyper Light Drifter. Hyper Light Drifter, never played it. I guess it looks okay. Although, I'm not super interested in it. There's actually two sides to this wall. We could probably use both sides. By the way, if you want to just keep watching the review, don't worry, I'm just building a wall. Because I'm not so interested in this game that they're showing off. Sorry. I'm more interested in my own Dreams game. I'm super hyped about LittleBigPlanet 4, by the way. I think it's going to be really good. Really, really good. Let me get this wall sorted here. I'm going to have to experiment and see which wall looks the best. Let me see. I'm going to actually reduce my grid here. Or increase. I don't mind indie games. I just feel like I don't have time for them, you know? Like they are good. It's just, I don't know, I just can't be arsed. Solar Ash. It looks alright. Like, let's be honest, it looks alright. It's not bad. Just obviously I'm not super into indie, so I'm like the worst person in the world to get an opinion on that kind of game. Right, what are we getting next? Are we getting Resident Evil? Is it going to happen? Are we going to see the new console? What's this? Looks like Hitman. Is this a brand new Hitman game? I hate Hitman, by the way. I think it's a piece of shit. I hate you, Hitman. You suck. Just give me Splinter Cell. I don't want your crappy Hitman games, right? Sorry if anybody loves Hitman. I just think it's a load of trash. Right, hold on. I've got another wall here. Maybe if they actually make a proper Hitman game with a good story, so it's not just finding different ways to do like the same game over and over again. Dun dun dun. Hitman 3. Called it. Death awaits in January. That's actually not too far away. The thing is, are they going to release it in episodes, or are they going to give us the full thing? I don't know, I'm not so interested. Yeah, I'm not so interested in Hitman. Just try to look at these walls. I mean, I feel that this wall is a bit too much. I think it's a bit too strong. Maybe if I reduce the black outline Maybe it looks a bit better. Like that, maybe. Don't know. I feel like this wall could be good as well. I feel like this wall's too strong. I think if we do that a strong wall, we need more of a plain floor. So I think I'll just keep using this wall, and then maybe we could put like some of the vines on top of it. Yeah, some of the vines here. Does anyone really care about Hitman? Don't lie if you're not. I can appreciate it if you tell me the truth. Right, so we can get some vines on the wall. We can just pretend that this is what it's going to look like. Some fresh vines that go over the top. I think that's good. So even though we've got a plain wall in the background here, at least we've got what the hell? Press the PlayStation button on your controller. Okay, I pressed it. I didn't really. I'm not an idiot. Oh, it's that wee VR game with the wee robot. Are they making a sequel or something? That's one VR game that you need to get, Jinkies Gaming. It looks really good. It's basically like Super Mario Odyssey, but a robot in VR. You think if someone made a scene in Dreams on the PS5, it can run even better and get pushed further, but then cause more problems if the scene was played on a normal PS4. Already an issue with the PS4 and use the Pro. Yeah, exactly. Like your Final Fantasy game was made on a Pro, and I struggle to play it. So imagine if you were to make a new version on the PS5, and a normal PS4 just couldn't play it. It would be horrible. It wouldn't work because people would buy Dreams on the regular PS4 and be like, I can't actually play the games that people are making because they lag like shit. Absolute shit. Is this the new Resident Evil? I think they changed art style. I think they've became more cartoony. I like that they give indie a chance to shine. It's just that obviously the indie games for me are games that you need to play to enjoy. Just to look at them, it's like, okay, cool, you know? It's not so interesting. Right, let me just in fact, I'll keep the door like that. I'll just move the door out a wee bit. I feel like the indie games though, the graphics are getting better on the indie games. I think obviously that's due to the fact that we're on the PS5, but it feels like even indie games, the standards are going up, which is always good to see. This was an accident putting this little bush down here, but I actually like that there's some parts where the plant actually comes through the bottom of the floor. What's happening now? He's thrown a bomb. Is this like the new Bomberman? Oh, that's super childish. They threw a bomb and it looked like the guy did the poop. What? This is meant to be cartoony and he's using a big machete to slice people open. And there's a big Cheshire cat. I don't know what the hell that's doing there. I'll wait and see if it's not as buggy as Little Big Planet 3. Actually, if it's not buggy at all, I'll give it a shot. May as well. I mean, I'm going to get it anyway, so you can see what it's like when I play it. And I'll give you my honest verdict if it's better than Dreams. We still don't know how long it's going to take till it comes out. There's no real release dates, so maybe by the time Little Big Planet 4 comes out, maybe Dreams gets a proper PS5 version. So it's like we've got a version for the casuals, we've got a version for the hardcore, and like I said, I can create on Dreams and Little Big Planet 4. It's no problem for me. I'll just keep all the more serious projects for all the serious projects for Dreams, the realistic stuff, and then I'll make all the cartoony stuff in Little Big Planet. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to transfer all of my projects, all the cartoony projects I was going to make in Dreams, over to Little Big Planet. So like Super Alien Buddy, I'll probably keep that to Dreams. It's just maybe I'll make some additional games in Little Big Planet, and then that way it's the best of both worlds. Because I want to create this dream studio. How amazing would that be if I could actually stream and make games for a living? And obviously that would extend to Little Big Planet as well, and if I can get some of you guys on board over time, I think that can only be a good thing. So yeah, I'm just kinda like throwing this here, like just to get an idea of what this could look like with some vines. Obviously I'm not gonna do this because it's a bit repetitive, but just gives you more of an example of what it looks like. I quite like it actually. I think the walls fit quite well, putting the vines on them. Considering the camera angle's probably going to be more like this, you're not really going to see too high up. What is this? There's a strawberry? Isaac, your onions and garlic fantasy is almost coming true. Oh, hello. It's a usable hamburger. I'm telling you, this is going to be Isaac's food game. Gonna get a drink? Yeah, no problem, Smohu Man. But I have evolved to only make music now, and I don't think Little Big Planet 4 could compete with Dreams in that aspect, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, if you're just using it for music, then yeah, it's probably not that good for you. From the creators of Octodad, never played it, never will. Looks terrible. And I'm currently playing COD while listening to the stream. Alright, very good. Some zombies. What does that say? Sakluza, when they show the console, I'm starting to get angry. If they show the console, it'll be the very end, the very end. But I'm just letting you know right now that they may not show the console. Expect it as a surprise, right? Don't expect it to happen, right? Because I think they're going to wait. But who knows? Let's see. Because I think they just want to show the games today. But if they show the actual console itself, then amazing. Again, it's like he's from Australia, mixed with Scottish. Looks decent, yeah. All the stuff looks pretty decent so far. Back, what did I miss? Oh, you missed lots of stuff, man. Nah, not too much. Just like Hitman, a food game, NBA, things that I'm not really interested in. Yeah, Hitman. Hitman feels like there's no story and you're someone's attack dog. Like, do kill this man, okay. It's like, how can you kill this person in 10 different ways? That's basically what Hitman is. Not really. Now PS5 Astrobots, yeah, looks quite good. Never played the VR game, but it does look quite nice. Just show the console. Maybe they've been showing you the console all along. Maybe these little interludes. Maybe that's what the console looks like. Maybe it's like the X-Men, you know, the big X. Bet they forgot to show the console. They're like, oops, did we leave that out? Hello, Shui. We've had any Capcom games yet? No, not yet. Right, he's showing off something very near and dear to him. Is this going to be Demon Souls? Imagine it was Demon Souls. If it's Demon Souls, I called this. It's a black screen, this could be anything. What is it? There's mountains. It could be Demon Souls. There's snowy mountains. See if it's God of War. I'm going to be like, please don't be God of War. Please be... Oh, it's got some rocks that are... some castles that have been destroyed. It's got some creepy mute. Oh, it's Demon Souls. It's Demon Souls. I recognise that corpse anywhere. Yes. Here we go. PS5 Demon Souls. How amazing is that going to look? Jesus, look at the graphics. Oh, this is going to be one of the best games on PS5. I know it's not made by From Software. It's made by the developers of Shadow of the Colossus, but they did a really good remake of that game. So as long as they stick to that high production value, I think we're going to get a really good remake here. Oh yes, and it looks like they remixed some of the game as well, because that demon boss there, that big dragon, he was actually in a different location. There we go, Demon Souls. How'd you like them apples, Jinkies Gaming? Eh? Oh, that's so good. I mean, I called it, right? I just knew it was Demon Souls right from the start. I'm that amazing at predicting things. I'm definitely going to get Demon Souls. What I got platinum on that thanks to one of my friends. We did it on co-op, admittedly. That poop, I know. Sports game, toilet break, yeah, exactly. What did she do to the strawberry? I don't even want to know. Nah, I was playing multiplayer. Going to start with the campaign on veteran difficulty, Isaac mode now. It's probably not even good enough to be Isaac mode. Oh, Isaac! There's a game here that looks like The Outer Depths on the PS5. I'm not even joking. This is like The Outer Depths PS5 edition. You're going to love this one. I think using 2K20 in a game title is overused. Like every sports game or WWE, 2K20, 2K60. I know, it's the same with FIFA. They just put the year on the end. Just makes it easier, you know. So I think the developer of this is the same developer who made the Dishonored franchise. I think they also worked on the Prey game, the latest Prey game. So they're definitely good developers. But I've not played any of their games. But I'm sure this game will be really nice. Lots of player choice, no doubt. The console, yeah, you're not getting it. Maybe, the end. I can't believe it. I know, Breezy. We've got Demon Souls. We've got Little Big Planet 4. We've got all the other games that you might have saw that you were interested in. All the new ones. It's going to be so good. This FPS looks nice. Yeah, it does. It's basically like Dishonored, I guess. Right, let me get this. I'll finish off this wall. I'm one stubborn motherfucker. Samuel Jackson in the house. See how close can I get this to the wall. See, when I see a new IP like this, it's like, it's interesting, but at the same time, if it's a new IP, I would rather just wait and play it, you know? I don't really get so hyped about it. Everything's easy in life. My pain in my ass. Kick your ass. There's a loop in the game apparently. Rival Assassins. A Time to Loop. Never watched it, but it reminds me of that film Looper. Oh, kind of messed my wall up there. I'm starting to think I probably should have put like a bit of text on the bottom of the screen, just sort of saying, look, I'm also watching the PlayStation 5 review, because a lot of people probably would have come into this stream and they would have went like, he's not creating anything, what's going on? You're like killing me, you're so evil. She's so evil. Everybody knows that this subject game is better than all these PS5 games combined. Let's just get that one out of the way first, shall we? We all know it. We're all thinking it. His story comes to a close. Whose story? I looked away for 1 second. What's this? Is this Resident Evil? 'Cause This looks like Resident Evil. I'm telling you, the graphics look like, even the voice. Look, there's some onions there for Isaac. Oh, Isaac's gonna like this one. This looks like Outlast. In a dark forest. Dark snowy forest. I'm telling you, this is Resident Evil. If I'm wrong, then I'm gonna hit myself. Yeah, this is Resident Evil. This is Resident Evil. Come on, it's got to be. Yeah, the graphics look really nice as well. It's a mad farmer. Oh. The zombies are coming. And they're pretty fast. They're like vampires. So it's a very snowy mountain. It looks like a cult. It basically looks like Outlast 2. You're going to like this, Isaac. Oh, hello. So there's a farmer, there's a woman, there's a baby. This might not be Resident Evil, but it just looks like it, to be honest. Okay, it's got some kind of mansion as well. Oh god, here's the big hunky zombie. Come on, give me it, give me the title. Come on! Village! It's called Village! It's called Resident Evil 6 Village. We called it Alpha Werewolf. Chris Redfield. Kill Ethan! Kill him! I don't want Ethan anymore. I hate Ethan, by the way. I hate the guy. That's the worst thing about this game. Ethan. Great. So there you go, Resident Evil 8. You're definitely going to like this one, Isaac, because it looks like Outlast 2. It's set in the remote, you know, mountains. It's dark, creepy. There's lots of religious cults. It's basically Outlast, but no stupid camcorder. And you've got a gun, so... Oh look, it's Super Alien Buddy in the future. It's my little astronaut man. This is what we'll achieve one day in the future. The new LBP game, they didn't want to call it LBP4 because they wanted it to be a spin-off but still be an LBP game. Probably wanted to like reboot it, to be honest, to give it a fresh lick of paint, to be honest. Yeah, it's like Hitman but awesomer. Resident Evil, oh yeah, it was big time. Looks good. My only criticism is Ethan. I don't like Ethan from Resident Evil 7. I think he's boring. Oh, another cat. Virtual reality cat. But yeah, I don't like Ethan. I think he's boring. Not interesting at all. Now if you're working with Chris Redfield to go through this game, at least you've got Chris Redfield. But I don't think you should play as Ethan. The guy is a bore. Why don't you let us be Jill Valentine or Claire Redfield or someone that we know, or at least create a better character? Because Ethan is just a bit boring. I don't know what this new game's supposed to be about. It's a bit mental. It kinda looks like Gravity Rush, but some kind of sci-fi version. Yeah, it was. It was Village Resident Evil. Resident Evil 8 Village. That's it. So far, off the top of my head, the games that I like so far, obviously Resident Evil 8 Village, Little Big Planet 4, and Demon Souls. All we need is Elden Ring or Bloodborne 2, and I think I'll be set. But I'll give these new games a chance. We don't really know. That's a Capcom game as well, whatever that astronaut thing was about. But it looks really weird. I don't even know if it gave you a name for the game. Right, the show must be coming to an end now because there's really not that much time left, to be honest. I'm just going to quickly get my charger for the iPad. Hopefully I don't miss anything. Hopefully it's all good. I see some trailer, but I need to just plug in my iPad. That's it. What is this, a jungle? What did we miss? What's this? Final Fantasy? Imagine it was Final Fantasy. I'm calling all these games today. I saw someone in the chat saying it's Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I mean, that could realistically happen. Yeah, there you go. I've still not played the first game, so I don't really know what to make of this. But I'm sure this game will be really good too. You're killing the environment! You damn robots. When will they make a Resident Evil 4 type of game again? They keep making first-person survival ones. Well, if you buy the remake for Resident Evil 2 and 3, they are like Resident Evil 4. So technically they made 2. That should tide you over for a little while. And supposedly they're also going to remake Resident Evil 4. So they're still making the over-the-shoulder games as well. Oh, come on, don't let me down, Sony. They're going to let you down. Just accept it. They're going to say no PlayStation, and it's also going to cost $600. So, good night. Yeah, I still haven't played the first game, so I honestly don't really know what to make of that. To be honest, no barrier. Looks like she's going proper Death Stranding here. She's going all over the place, over the snow and everything. It's got a nice wee soundtrack. Nah, everyone's going to be dead and it's all your fault, whatever you're called. What's her name in the game? Red? Let's call her Red. I'll play this game eventually. Maybe before Red Dead Redemption 2, I think. What's it called? Is it called 2? Forbidden West. So, Horizon 2, Forbidden West. Oh, it's got a tribe. It's got elephant robots, just like Resident Evil. Big elephant robots. She's going to be ready to kick some butt. Yeah, that looks alright. Like I said, I've not played it, so the first one, so I can't really get too hyped. I bet you this game takes ages to come out. We all know that the release dates for these games, they're probably not going to happen. They're probably going to get delayed. Is anyone hyped for this Horizon game? I don't know if I am. I mean, it's been out for so long, I probably should have played it by now, to be honest. Forbidden West. I know, don't go to the West. The West, they're all the bad people in the West. We get such a bad rep. My guess is the PS5 is £400. PS4 was about PS4 was 350. So I think the PS5 is going to be £500. That maybe they'll create like 2 different models. They'll make like a sort of budget price one, and then they'll make a more expensive version. And you know the hardcore are going to get the expensive version because they You know, they kind of want to get the very best, you know. Okay, so I've kind of got my walls here now. I just need to do like the bottom part here because I only did like this part. So I'll do the bottom part next. I don't know if I was going to. Maybe I would change the bottom part because I mean I could just like extend this and just use the same wall for the bottom, or I could try and find a different wall, you know, like sort of like a filtration wall so the air can pass through. I don't know if that would make sense. I kind of also want to put like dirt on the ground here as well. So let me see if I can find some dirt. Dirt, there we go, realistic dirt, lovely. A dirt landscape. How large is this landscape? Oh, it's too big. Is that the end of the show? I didn't look. Is that the PlayStation? Yes! Come on, that looks like the PlayStation 5. There's the PlayStation 5! It looks like a building you would see in like Dubai. It's really curvy. Are you happy now, Joe? You're gonna get off Sony's back? They're like, fine, Joe, have your bloody PS5. It definitely looks different. Like I said, it looks like a building from Dubai. It looks like very curvy and it's got little bits and pieces that kind of shape all around the place. It's got wings at the end. It looks like a spaceship. Like, no, very, very nice. Although I never put my PlayStation up like that. My PlayStation's always flat, always. So I hope you can put this one down flat. It doesn't look like it because it looks a bit curved. What's up with the material in the PlayStation? It looks like it was made in Dreams. Looks like it's got all the flex on it. A bit rough. This is basically PlayStation porn right here. There's 2 consoles! Apparently. PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition. So I guess one doesn't have the disc tray, which maybe is good to save some money. So yeah, we've got the DualSense charging. It comes with a HD camera. It comes with a wireless headset. Oh my god, media remote. How expensive is this going to be? My god. Is anybody going to get that full collection? I really do need some new headphones. I mean, it would be good for me. It's Gordon Ramsay again. Oh yes. The building from Dubai. I'm loving the building from Dubai. I'm not sure if I should do a full floor. Or maybe mix it up. I could make like little gaps, little puddles. Such as the price. Give me the price. Give me the price, you monster. Right, the PlayStation 5 looks nice. It's got some games I'm looking forward to. But clearly, most of the games they've shown, like Demon's Souls, Little Big Planet 4, etc., they probably won't get released anytime soon. Resident Evil 8, I think we're going to have to wait a bit of time for that, to be honest. So, as a result, I don't know what to expect. I don't know, is it worth getting the PlayStation right away? Let me see, I've got 2 different bits of dirt here. One's more flat than the other. What I might do is I might just like change the colour of this floor. Like that maybe. And then I can just like put the dirt patches around, because like that could still be dirt. So what do you think about the PlayStation 5 reveal? Was it everything you hoped it would be? Was it a load of trash? Are you disappointed? Are you happy? Give me your thoughts. I'll put that over here maybe. First comment I read, oh god, it's sexy. Happy PlayStation generation, guys, I know. Goodbye, wallet. It's gone for good. After 70 minutes, fine. I told you they would show it at the end. Resident Evil and PlayStation 5 console right at the end. Bye, Xbox. Hello, PlayStation 5. And it does look a lot better than the Xbox. The Xbox is like a bazooka, isn't it? Looks like a Dubai building. Hey, I said that first. I think you're just quoting me, Smallhuman. Is this literally going to be standing on that? I hope so, because that would be very top heavy. Yeah, I mean, I always put my PlayStation down flat, because I like to put my PlayStation in a cabinet. I don't put it on the top, because I've got cats. You imagine a cat goes up to PlayStation and goes, goodbye, PlayStation. No, I'm not taking that chance. So I need to put my PlayStation flat. It's like a tradition. I can't put my PlayStation vertical. It's not going to work. Not for me anyway. Thank you, Sony. Yeah, eventually. Imagine the PS5 falling over because it's too tall. It probably will work. It probably will happen with my cats. Oh boy. PlayStation 5 looks like a futuristic book stand, and you're paying for it. Better than a fridge from the Xbox boy. Oh yeah. Someone said it looked like a router. I like the look of some routers. I like them. Bro, I want that Fire Cat game. It's awesome, LBA. The stream is awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna make my own Fire Cat game as well. I mean, I didn't really watch it, but my opinion hasn't changed. I'll definitely wait for a good while till I consider getting the PS6. PS6, you're gonna wait a whole generation. PS5. Yeah, I mean, you didn't watch the stream, Isaac. It was pretty impressive. But yeah, I'm sure you're not as hyped. But yeah, Dreams, what I took away from it, from a Dreams point of view, is that we really need to make sure that Media Molecule make a proper Dreams version. If they don't, I'm sorry to say it, but Little Big Planet 4 might destroy you. I'm just being honest, right? Honesty is the best policy, right? It could really damage Media Molecule. So what's Media Molecule's next move? I guess we'll find out in about 50 years, whenever they decide to address the issue. I'm worried about Dreams. Like, for me, it's good. I can still make games, and obviously more mature games, and we obviously want our characters to basically look like real people. So for me, it's not like I'm saying like, oh, I'm just going to jump to Little Big Planet, but certainly Little Big Planet is the PS5 game, right? So I just feel like you're going to get more out of Little Big Planet 4 than you are on the PS5. So if you get a PS5, it's definitely going to be better to create on Little Big Planet, assuming the tools are good, you know. But other than that, good luck, Dreams. Good luck. It was interesting overall. Yeah, very interesting. No, I said it first. I think I said it first. As soon as it came up, I was off. No Elden Ring. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about Elden Ring. I feel like it was supposed to be a PS4 game, but it seems like that's not the case anymore. So I think they've just delayed it for the PS5 and they don't have anything to show. Unless they're holding out for a different event, but I honestly don't know what that will be. I listened to that's enough. I know my enthusiasm for most of the games got you. Imagine if the price comes up and says £150. That would be crazy. Crap, I meant 1,500. I think there was like over 1 million people watching. I think if it came up the price 1,500, I think the view count would drop to about 5 people. For the digital version, oh boy. Yeah, I mean, they didn't really explain what's the difference between the digital version and the other version. I'm assuming it just doesn't have a disc tray, so people that only buy their games online, like me, nowadays I only buy them digitally, especially because you can share your games with people. So it's better to get the digital version, but I know a lot of people still, obviously, they like to get the copy of the disc. Sometimes you get like pre-order bonuses and things like that, so I guess it's just your preference if you prefer the disc or not. But for me, if the digital version is cheaper, I'll get that version. Yes, it would limit me, because then if I did get a disc, I can't play it, but I haven't bought a disc in years, and same with the PlayStation Vita. I downloaded everything. I don't see myself going for the disc version. Well, I guess we'll just see if it makes much of a difference. If it only costs a tiny bit more for the disc version, I'll go for that, but this is me just assuming that's what the digital version is. Dreams is coming to the PS5 and the new Sackboy Adventure. They announced it on live. YouTube Willie, I think that's your name. Welcome to the stream. The thing about Dreams though is that yes, Dreams will come to the PS5, but it's going to be backwards compatible. What I want to know is when is there going to be a dedicated PlayStation 5 version of Dreams, because that's kind of what we need, you know? And if you're looking at Little Big Planet 4, that's kind of like PlayStation 5 from the ground up. So we kind of need to get Dreams up to that standard, because how embarrassing would that be if your old franchise is actually doing better than you. Right, I'll turn this music back up again. It's 2 reasons to buy it. That soil was going to cause major lag. I'll be fine. Don't worry. It's not Little Big Planet. It's mainly about Sackboy. Yeah, but let's just call it Little Big Planet. Not creative in that, just story mode and customization. You think so? You think no create mode? You think it's just a story mode? If it's just a story mode, then it's not going to be so good. Little Big Planet 4 was shown, but it's still not certain it will come out. Might get cancelled for any reason in the future. Maybe Sony will end it. Games have suffered like that before. That would suck. I mean, it did look like they made a lot of the game, to be honest. Little Big Planet 4 isn't coming. It's Sackboy Adventure. Let's just call it Little Big Planet 4. It keeps things simple, even if it's not Little Big Planet. Call one name Red Stool. Dreams is coming to PS5, but is it going to be the enhanced version? And how long is that going to take? That's the question. The digital is more like a PlayStation Pro. Really? That's kind of misleading, because digital for me sounds like you don't have a disc drive. I think the disc version have better specs. I'm seeing people spam $799 in the chat. It's $400. You've got all the answers, YouTube Billy. I'm impressed. I'm going all digital next gen, but I'm getting the disc version just because I need a 4K Blu-ray player. Okay, Terraria 2, for example, it was being made, then they stopped and updated the first one instead though. It didn't have anything to do with Sony. Yeah, it's also like an indie game, who cares about Terraria? Dreams with the power of the PlayStation 5 would be godlike. I know, that would be insane, wouldn't it? Since you couldn't check it out yesterday, are you able to quickly listen to my jazz mega mix before the stream ends? Sorry for bothering. I know you're always such a bother. You and Danny are like 2 peas in a pod. Yeah, once I finish the dirt and I put some of the plants around and I fix this sort of scene, then we'll go and check out your wee mega mix. Then EA also cancelled a few games that were shown and never came out. That's EA, that's kind of predictable, isn't it? Hey Spencer, welcome to the stream. My personal opinion, the new Xbox looks like a trash can and the new PS5 looks like the paper you throw in the can. Good combination then. Okay, you're right, Red Stool. How did you make that, Red Stool? Make what? Yeah, exactly. How did I make what? Marking my name or something like that. I at and your name, you already did it to me. The at Joe Robe, yeah, that's the one. At Red Stool, nice, it works. It doesn't work for me though. For some reason on my iPad, nothing works. Alright, so apparently we're going to lag like a bitch if we use this soil. I can make the soil a lot bigger, the only problem is I'd need to flatten it out because it kind of goes through the floor a little bit. So I'm really just trying my best here to get it so that it's enough, you know. Like, I could definitely hide some of the parts behind here actually, because like, for example, I could get like stuff like this and then put all this on the edges so you don't actually see what is behind here. That way I don't need to keep spamming the... I don't know if that's a good look, because it kind of looks good, like it's kind of overgrown a little bit and it's going through. Obviously it's not ideal if you're trying to create something. Obviously we'll also have the the camera angles as well, so maybe when you come down here, depending on the camera angle, you might never actually get to see underneath here. Or I could even put like a barrier here so that it's impossible to see anyway. But I like this. I like using dirt. I like using plants and all that stuff, you know, to make something a bit different. So for example, we could, let me see if I could put like some of these down over here, you know, like just in the corner, just to create like a wee bed, you know. And then I'll put like, I'll basically just like duplicate all these just to make loads and loads and loads. It's going to be weird watching this stream back. We were creating, we stopped for a bit, and then we went back to creating again. I'll just keep going with the dirt. If we do have lag problems, then obviously I'll fix it. But so far so good. Because in Dreams you can technically copy a lot of stuff without lag. Like, you saw Martin, Neblong or whatever he's called. He basically remade the PlayStation 5 demo, the Unreal demo, and he copied all those sculpts. So if he could do that, even if he's on a pro, if he could do that, I think I should be kind of okay. The dirt looks really nice, doesn't it though? Looks really, really detailed. I think I'll make like bigger dirt piles, like on the areas that you can't stand on. That looks nice, doesn't it? Looks good for me. Why will it lag with the soil? I don't think it highlights for the typer, only the viewer. It has to be a username to be highlighted. Okay. They didn't highlight, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Everyone's just spamming Joe Robe now. It's weird. So everyone's getting spammed. LittleBigAnimation, yeah, I've got a big orange thing on my name because I'm special. Thank you very much. Me, at me. 329 comments and all of them are Joe Robe. I copy and paste the username if that helps. Everyone keeps beating my app because of lag. The soil will lag because it has so much detail in it. Yeah, but it's good detail, isn't it? It's very good detail. The only problem with the detail was that so far there's no lag, so far it's okay. If you look at the thermal, I mean obviously we can reduce the thermal. The thermal and the gameplay is kinda okay. It's only if I see like a really noticeable problem, then obviously I'll I'll change things up a bit. Oh, I did a wee rewind there because I don't know why. This was set to random, but for some reason it kind of stopped working. I don't know why. I'll quickly just reset the. I'll quickly reset the jukeboxes, and then we'll finish on this one, I think. Just need to turn the volume down a bit. Normally we would have been finished with this scene by now, because normally we don't really focus on the walls or the floors, but I guess I'm just trying to get a bit of a head start so that by the time we get to this scene, we've already done, you know, most of the work. I think that's the point here, really. I think this scene will look quite good actually, because it's so different. We've never had dirt in any of the other scenes, so I think when you get to this stage of the game, it's going to be really noticeable. I'll probably need to tweak it, because as you're walking through it, obviously I don't want your foot to go right through it, and I don't want you to bump all over it, you know? I don't want it to be so bumpy. So far it looks good. I mean, it looks like we're creating a farm, to be honest. But it's alright. Any gaps, we can just put plants there, or we can just make this ground a bit darker, I think. So after this, I think tomorrow we'll make the aquatic lab. So obviously we'll need a lot of fish tanks. Hopefully some people have made some good fish tanks we can use. And then we'll find a shark. I'm sure someone's made a shark already. We'll get a shark, we'll turn it into a zombie. Any other aquatic things you would like to see being experimented on, like an octopus or a giant jellyfish, something along those lines, let me know. I'll add as much as I can. We definitely need to make that fish though, that had the human head on it. I'll get John Jerry Steve's head, and we'll put it on a fish's body. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, so once we get the camera angles in, I'll be able to see, you know, what things I can delete, just in case we don't want to use this amount of detail for the. I got rid of that dirt one because I think this one does the job. I don't think we need two. So yeah, the camera angles, that'll determine what we can actually see. So if we find that we don't need some of this stuff, I can delete it and it'll be all good. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and look for realistic assets, because the past streams we haven't really done this before, but this is what I'm going to do. We're going to go back to all the old environments and we're basically going to look for realistic assets and try and do a lot more with the graphics and stuff like that. So I think this is looking okay for now. I think this does the job. There we go. So now we just need to like organize all of the foliage around the place. So far I think it looks okay. But I don't want it to be like a big open environment. I want it to be kind of like there's lots of plants in the way that's blocking you, you know? I mean, if you imagine if this was like really massive. Let me see if I can change the colour. It may be a bit difficult because it's like several sculpts in one. Yeah, several sculpts in one, so it's not going to be so easy to recolour this. But the idea was just to see if I could. I might get like some trees and stuff that we can sort of place around the area. I don't know if I'm going to use these anymore. I'll just get a few of them just to see. So far so good. We just need to get more plants around the place. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue the same wall down here or if I'll change the bottom part to be slightly different, just to give the plants more room to breathe. Maybe it's like a vent or something. I'll put more vines all across the walls. So we've got some vines here. Obviously, I'm going to have to like properly place these. Right now, I'm just kind of throwing them down. But I'll just sort of like throw them here just to so I can play around with them a bit later. I was wondering about animals. In Resident Evil you can get spiders. I was kind of wondering, like, should we put spiders in the game? Maybe it would be cool. I'm definitely not going to put a snake in it. And it's not just because I'm afraid of them, but to animate them would be very, very difficult. So obviously this isn't how this is going to look, but just to give me some, I'll delete the ones that we don't need, and yeah, that's that, I think. Oh, I think I selected the wall by accident. So yeah, we'll have like some kind of vines going around the place. We'll have some of these tanks that you can inspect. We'll have some more of this foliage. Let me see how thick I can get this if I make it really big. See, I kind of want to use some kind of tree, but I feel like if I use this, it might not be so thick. And this is going to be like one of the hardest areas actually to plan out, because depending on the camera angles, that determines what I can do, because I don't want a tree to block your view, you know. So I'll probably find something like a tree or a bigger kind of bush, just to give a bit more variety and stuff like that. But I'll keep putting these around the place, you know, just to block off some of the gaps and stuff. Maybe I'll put another one of these over here like that. I've never really worked with foliage. Normally we've always been working with like just like desks, you know, tables and chairs and stuff. We never really properly made an outside part before. The only other outside part was like the city, but the city's not exactly isn't exactly green. So hopefully this kind of looks okay. I mean, I'm copying a lot of stuff. I've got faith though that you can copy a lot of stuff in Dreams and it's not really a problem. Let's see. I'm just super focused here. If I can, I might put some water, like some puddles. I don't know if anyone's made a puddle in Dreams. It might be quite good. So I'll put a few more things here, because obviously this is too thin. You can see right through it. I'd rather put like some more bushes and stuff, and some kind of plant like this, but a bit thicker, that has a bit more to it. Hold on, I need to find where we got to. There's so many Joe robes here. Let me see. It will delay every time you play and pause the game. So LBA, will you make a PlayStation 5 unboxing and setup stream? It depends if I get one. I want to see the price of it first, because I think the price is obviously going to be the most important thing. What the hell are these things flying around? Do they come with a tree? Because I did not put these down in my level. I swear I didn't do that. Can you playtest it, LBA? Can't imagine fixed camera games causing lag. Well, I can't fix it right now, but once we get around to playtesting it, I'll obviously if the soil is causing a lot of problems, then I'll just have to make like one big soil, and then just mask what I can, and then the parts that you can't see on the camera, I'll delete those parts. So in the future it'll get better. LBA's scene has too much detail, causing the stream to lag. I know, your stream can't handle this quality. Makes perfect sense. Scheme, Red Stool, Joe Robe, LittleBigAnimation, John J. Stay. Who's Jay? While people are still doing this, I know, it's the new Bovaretta. This is the first time we've ever been spammed in the chat. We've finally made it. John Jerry Steve for next president. I would vote for him. Don't ask why I'm called Red Stool. I actually found out why you're called Red Stool, and it was completely by accident. It's from Family Guy. Peter Griffin, he tries to be like Deadpool, and he calls himself Red Stool. There's actually a clip of it on YouTube. I randomly found it, and I'm like, Peter Griffin, Red Stool, what? So I know why you're called Red Stool. I've known all along. Okay, now I think it's enough. Just one more, just to tag Red Stool. You like Deadpool? Yes, he is on my PlayStation 4 after all, but it's also a Family Guy joke. There you go, I called it. Woman on her period sat on a stool. Bloody poop. Ooh. Red Stool, you mean Peter Pool? Peter Parker. Peter Parker Pool. Because what? Family Guy is awesome. For me, Family Guy used to be awesome until like season 8 maybe. After that, it's just like, whatever. But nothing compared to South Park. I've only watched little bits of South Park. I wish I got to watch it. I think it was because it was so vulgar. I was never allowed to watch it when I was younger. And nowadays it's like, I just watch like the odd episode here and there, but it's a bit late for me. There's so many episodes now. I actually watched an episode of The Simpsons the other day, and it was on season 30. Season 30? That's insane. Sorry LBA for the @Joe Rope. Yeah, no worries, I can easily just scroll down. It's easier when you're scrolling with the mouse. You can just go all the way down. South Park is awesome. Red Stool is awesomer than Deadpool. I know, he's got his own life of his own, you know. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to find some better trees. Maybe, you know, plant some of this stuff around. We'll see. It's not really optimized, obviously, but it looks okay so far. So we'll certainly optimize this and get it looking a bit better. But I think structurally wise it looks okay. So I'm imagining we're going to come through this door, right? If you come up to this door, this is going to take you to one of the labs that we made, one of the John Jerry Steve containment labs. And here I'm probably just going to make this like out of access, like it's broken, you can't get inside it. And then this one is going to take us to the aquatic lab, and then inside the aquatic lab we'll have like all the tanks with the sharks and whatever other animals you want to put in, the fish with the John Jerry Steve head, and then connecting us to the other lab that we made. And I think that's a good way of doing it, because originally I was going to do it like, okay, there's one floor that just has basic labs, and then there's like another floor that has like all the test labs, and then an even lower secret floor that had all the secret weaponry stuff. But I think it's more interesting if we connect the labs with these labs themselves. I think it, because before they were quite disconnected. I don't want to make it like an office where there's like lots of office rooms, like lots of lab rooms. I think when you come down here it's kind of nice that you can explore a big lab, and then the small labs are kind of connected to the bigger ones. So I think that is good for today. So we'll be back again tomorrow. We'll do the aquatic lab. We won't have a PlayStation 5 stream to distract us, so we'll get the aquatic one done tomorrow, and I'll try and make some of the smaller, more monotonous areas like the locker room, the weapon room, and hopefully we can get as much done as we can tomorrow. And I'm not going to stream on Saturday. This Saturday I'm going to be busy, so after tomorrow, every Monday I'm going to do these survival horror streams, because I want to get a head start on the production of this. I think if we bulk it up to 3 streams a week, it would probably make me feel a bit more relaxed, knowing that I'm getting more work done on it. And then until Super Alien Buddy 2 returns, we'll do the play streams on Tuesday and Wednesday. So since Tuesday and Wednesday is like a short stream, it's going to be like part 1 and part 2 of the play stream, sort of extended. So I think that's a good little schedule for now. So we're making good progress. Off stream I need to finish off one of the street areas, because I'm going to make a short trailer. I was going to wait till July, however I feel like because of this Dreams Com thing that's starting, I really need to get a trailer out, and I need to create a booth for Subject, maybe even Super Alien Buddy as well, just to promote that kind of stuff. And then that booth will link you to the Subject trailer. Media Molecule said that on top of this interactive booth, because anyone can walk around the booth, look at all the booths, play all the demos and stuff like that, but before that they're also going to do a live stream, and they're going to show off like trailers and demos and stuff like that. They did say it's only going to be for like the top creators, so I guess that is like people that have had Media Molecule picks, people that they know and they can trust. So obviously I'm not included in that, but I'm going to try and pressure them a little bit. I'm going to be like, look, okay, I don't have enough creations released at the moment to be part of this stream, but we are making a huge game. This is a huge game, you know, whatever you may think, this is going to be a huge game. And I feel like even though we don't have enough live creations out there, this definitely deserves to at least get some hype around it. So I'm going to make a trailer, I'm going to pitch to Media Molecule, I'm going to keep bugging them every day on Twitter, like, come on, show off the Subject trailer, we want your support. You already don't support the streams because you only support Twitch streams, so come on, at least give us this one. Just put one little trailer in. It's going to be a short trailer, it's not going to be that long. Just give it a chance, add it to your roster, and hopefully if we can achieve that, we can build up some more hype for the project as well, because the last thing we want to know is that we're not getting noticed by Media Molecule themselves. We need to make sure they know about this project. We need to make sure this project's going to be awesome. It's going to be one of the best games inside Dreams. Mark my words, I'm not going to rest until it happens. Let me just catch up here. I always thought red stool means bloody diarrhea. maybe that's part of the joke, yeah. Red stool was bloody poop. What's red stool power? Throwing unlimited red turds? Maybe. I gotta go for a few minutes. I'll come back in 4 minutes. 4 minutes? Very specific. Nah, I think that's right. Joe Robe. No jazzy mega mix. Alright, let me put your mega mix on just now then. Let me cause you're bugging me. Let's go. I'll put the mega mix on, I'll answer some comments. Look at that, nice wee thumbnail there. Right, let's get rid of this heap. This trash heap. You can see now I've uploaded everything online now because I had no space, local space anymore. And when you save something for the first time, you have to save it locally. So that's that. Let's see. The Who's from Whoville. It's the small Who. It's this one. Is this the one? Jambox crinkle beats. Right, here we go. Brace yourself, people. You're in for a treat. I don't know how loud this is going to be. Why is my imp changed? What the fuck? Why is my imp like this? What happened? Did anyone see what happened? Why is my imp different? Why am I a mad cowboy? I'm a cowboy now for some reason. Jesus. Did you glitch this, Small Who Man? Did you glitch me? Love me some red stool. Does Bovaretta have red stool? Probably the reddest of stools. Can I QA test your game, LB? Once it's ready. It's still got a lot of work to do. Explosive red stool with bits of corn. Lovely. How are we going to link trailers in the games? Some special system or just sharing with links? You use a doorway and it just leads you to the dream. Official, that reminds me of a pooping simulator game. We're all about the poop now, aren't we? This game is legit. Well, that's one way to put me off from Bovaretta. She's still gorgeous though, I know. I still don't play crap like that. Oh, yeah, good with your puns. Whenever I compile my recent and upcoming songs into a full-length EP, I'm going to expect an MM pick, or else they're just trolling you. They only like bops, beeps and bops. Suddenly that chocolate ice cream isn't looking so tasty anymore. I'd still eat it, all over my lips. Bovaretta only, what does that say? Only shits every 2 weeks. So when it comes, it's big. The hell, is that Bovaretta doing a solo? Big red and sprinkled with nuts and corn. Sorry for killing your appetite. I'm actually even more hungrier now than I was before. Want to hear a good German joke? Alright. My imp has done that before. I don't know why though. I hope I didn't lose my imp, because that was my favouriteest of all favourite imps. I didn't even know you could get this cowboy imp. Kinda weird, don't you think? I've never seen this cowboy hat and that, whatever that is, poncho thing. I've never seen it before. Alright, if it's a German joke, I can't read it. Someone's going to have to translate. This beat makes Bovaretta shart. Making me shart. I dare you to read it. Oh my god, that is. If it's a joke, it's going to be a dirty joke. I don't know if it's safe. His imp really did change. That never happened to me. Did you see it? When did it change? Did it change when I entered the level or when I went back to the menu? I don't know how that happened. Your imp changed as soon as you finished typing Small Who. That is weird. I've seen the imp before. I just rewound the stream to see how it happened. That is weird. Never seen that before. I hope that didn't glitch me out. Last time my imp changed was on a modder's profile, so I thought it was a modded glitch or something. That is weird indeed, isn't it? I don't like it. I don't like this imp. Who the hell am I? I don't even know anymore. But I've never seen the cowboy hat and the wee thing around the neck. I've never seen it before. I swear. This is a long track, Small Who Man, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I've never seen this imp before. The actual little things. I don't know. Do you think I should do you think I should save the imp? Just to have it as a collector's item? I hope I saved my imp, by the way. I'm sure I did, but I'm kind of shitting myself in case I didn't. I don't want to lose my imp. That's my favoritist. The joke in English. When Angela Merkel said, oh god, Islam belongs to Germany, Donald Trump set up the first atlas and thought, damn, where have the Germans marched in again? I don't get it. It's not really a track, it's a mega mix of cool songs that are pretty funky. Oh, so it's like a dynamic track that just keeps going and going. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, 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 wow. You're certainly experimenting with your styles, aren't you? German have a bad taste at joke. Right. If I played this during the survival horror stream, that would have been really, really weird, don't you think? Insanely weird. Pretty nice. And it loops. So if I wasn't watching, I would have thought, oh, this track's going on forever. But we know your plan, Small Human. We know it all along. Boom! That's the best part. Boom, boom. Right. Let's investigate about this imp. I can't even remember how you change your imp. Let's see. Customize my imp. That is not my imp. Save imp. They've limited the number of imp save slots, so when the button greys out, you'll need to delete some more. I saved it though. I glitched the game. I have an exclusive imp. I think Media Molecule were watching the stream and then they heard me say all that stuff about wanting to feel valued in the community for getting my thing shown on stream. So they thought, oh, let's give him a cowboy imp. There you go. But no, we are going back to our traditional imp. Let me know if that ever happens to you guys, because that was really weird. Our imp just suddenly changed for no reason. Like, let me see if I can try again, right? So I typed in Small Who. That was weird. Well, I've never seen that imp before, to be honest. I've never seen that one before. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. So, unless somebody tells me what this means, I will be forever confused. But we have a new friend. He'll be here forever. We Germans mostly laugh at political jokes. Always political, huh? We Brits usually laugh at politicians. Yeah, that's like the opposite way around. Yeah. Or men in a dress. Did you enjoy it? Oh yes. Very, very crazy though. Can you play one of JD's tracks for promotional purposes? Can I help? Oh, alright. I really need to go now. I'm kind of going over time here. I'm starting to get quite hungry. I enjoyed it. Inside the enjoyment. Enjoyed the stream and live. Check your imps. You might already have it. I've saved it now for future reference. Now that you know, Jazzpunk is 75% off on PC. Are you thinking about buying it? No. If it was on the PlayStation, maybe. I don't really play games on the PC, to be honest. Right. JD Gamer, is that him there? It's funny, look, JDG, and he's not even near the top. Is it this one? What track is it? Is it any track? This isn't even him. This is Creeper. I think we already listened to that one, didn't we? Optimised. Yeah, he optimised it because I complained. Music element. Lightspeed robbery getaway driver. This sounds a bit like Small Human. This is something that Small Human would make. Let me see. God. Jesus, how long is this? 5 minutes. Right, this is your inspiration, Small Human. I hope you enjoy. Lightspeed robbery getaway driver. Is this one of your favourites? JD Blur 6 China Wharton Blue Hexville Cars. Is that another weird one? This is what Small Human aspires to be. So when Bo Veretta goes, hits a night on the town, this is what it sounds like. One of my favourite songs on Dreams. Which one? This one or the one that Small Human said? So this is an extra long stream today. We went over like 3 hours. We're at 3 hours 10 minutes now. So we did a bit of creating. We created the botanical lab. We watched and reacted to the PlayStation 5 reveal event. And now we're chilling out to some really weird ass tracks. I'm going to sue JD for copying my song naming technique. I know, what an ass. The JD one. They're both JD. Small Human mentioned a JD track, and this is another one. Right, this is some crazy ass stuff, right. I think we're going to have to end on this note because I'm getting really hungry and I really need to go now. So, thanks very much for tuning in, guys. It was a very unique stream today. I never did a reaction thing before. It's hard to do them when you don't really have the footage on your screen. So I appreciate anybody that watched the stream whilst having the Sony stream up on a separate screen. But yeah, PS5 looks good, the games look good. I'm pretty excited, but I really need to find out the price before I see how excited I am. But so far, Demon Souls remake looks really nice. Little Big Planet looks really good. Ratchet and Clank looks really nice, and Resident Evil 8. I'd say off the top of my head, those are the 4 games that I'm most looking forward to. But I'm also looking forward to how powerful the console is going to be to help with me backwards compatibility with Dreams. I can actually use that dirt pile without lagging my game. What is the virus in your game? Who knows? By the way, I might purchase a cable to import. How do they work? Could they be plugged into a PC and be plugged into a PS4? Yeah, you can basically import, like plug it into your phone or something like that. It's basically the cable you would use to put your phone into a car, you know, into a car radio, so you can play your tracks if you don't have Bluetooth. So get one of those. I think it has to have like 3 or 4 marks on it, and then you should be able to import. Oh, PS5 games look so darn pretty, they do. By the way, this is a remastered version of one of the JD's first tracks from a year ago, so I don't think he stole your naming technique. But the naming technique lived with Small Human even before he started naming things. It was always part of him, part of his identity. Right, see you later, Red Stool. So I'm gonna head off and go get something to eat. So it's a nice way to end on a really weird track. A couple of tracks. So thanks very much, guys, for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow. We'll create the aquatic area in the survival horror game. And maybe if we have more time, we might make a few more areas of that as well. So I'll see some of you guys again tomorrow. And enjoy the rest of your day. So we'll see you guys. Bye.